The dog game is dying. Let's talk about the game first, not the dogs. It's the challenge of the wins, the competitive addiction, the thrill of the win, and the rewards of achievements. Losing only gives you the drive to come back. I learned to watch the winners, my motivation was there, my dedication was evident, now I'm a winner. The problem is the cheating to win, manipulating the truth, and then it's the all outliers. How is this sharing our achievements with liars, cheaters, and bullshitters? We have lost the historical value of the dog game. We can't decipher the real from the fake, the lost is the cost. So I salute these dogs of going hard kennels for all that you've given me in the game.
Let's talk about pit bulls. The history, the breeding, the maintaining and feeding, and the controversies surrounding the great hunts. Come interact with the legends, and ask questions, and listen to their stories as we talk about kennels and dogs of the past and present. Hosted by one of the game's most respected kennels, with over 40 years in the hunt, going hard kennels Twin 1 and Twin 2, dogs like Champion the Apbt, the very first Champion off-brand Champion Mayday, the Dog of the Year, and Register of Merit. Champion Pretty Mama, 2-time Best in Show and 2-time Gamest in Show. Going Hard's Bay Bay, Register of Merit, Damn to Champion What a Day, Champion Gus, Champion Elrod, Champion Yellowbird. So pull up a seat, and let's talk dogs.
Better know my head, but I don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Most wanted kennels in the spotlight, danger alert, come with the name. Super kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp, when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, this that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same ground, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Legs in the doom, behind set tone. Loctite, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal game bill, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down Ram in the dark. DSK and Metal High Dog, pound by hard when they hit. Praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, Lil Buster real strong. Southern Bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Lil' fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they built it brick by brick.
Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends. Everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit.
Shit, what up? Man, god damn. Boy, look. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get myself together. Let me pull myself together. Big shout out to all my people out there in the Shark Tank. Everybody out there on the back street. Your boy sitting here getting fried. Shit. Hey, Mo, you out there? Bruh.
Sure. What's up, buddy?
Man, you would not believe, man. I'm sitting here smoking this good shit right here, right? And you know I done this enough times, but man, I got hold of some Gouda, some gas. Man, I had to do this shit four. I had to start over 4 times. Yeah. Every time I clicked in and I couldn't believe what was happening, bro. You know what I was doing? I forgot to save.
Damn.
I know some of y'all seen this schedule for the 25th, which is tomorrow. So I had to first figure out how to unschedule that just to get back in to do this right here, man.
Put that shit down, boy.
Man, look, I swear to God, man, I cannot believe
you on that shit
did
smoke.
that. Yeah, yep. You know, I have more than enough time sitting here just think I'm gonna be sitting here chilling and just, fire blaze up and shit. And man, sitting here and got stupider than a mug, man. Look, who out here? Let me give a big shout out to all my people out there on the back street. Shark Tank. Yo, my man, the insane honey badger in the house. What up, fam? Big shout out to Game Dog University representing. I see you, fam. Yo, my man, Havoc 360 in the house. What up, fam? Yo, big shout out to PDK74. What up, though? Big shout out to my main man, Mr. Paul Johnson. My man's. Let me see what else I got here. Blue and J Game in the house. I know I ain't butchered that. Blue and J. That's got to be Blue representing New Jersey in the game on the house. I'm taking it like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to my main man, Mr. Will Turner. What up, fam? The one and only bite down and shake that damn like button. My man. Double M Death Bombs in the house. What up, fam? He always representing. Big shout out to my main man, Mr. William Torres. What up, fam? Bugs with the dog. Bugs with the goods. Oh, yeah. Bugs with the dog goods. What up, fam? I see ya. My man Bug said, peace, twin, I'm back. Took a few family losses, so I had to fall back. I feel you, fam. Sometimes it pay to walk away, but welcome back. Because generally when you have to do it that way, you come back stronger. I feel you, fam. You hanging out in the right place. S2W all day, baby. Terrence. Big shout out my man Terrence. V26. Representing Louisiana. What up, fam? Hey, Terrence.
What we know about that ship, bitch? You know we got a ship, bitch. We got a daughter off a ship, gone.
Oh, we finna let you know about that there. Hey, Terrence, hey, we trying to get down that way soon, fam. So hit us up in the email, going hard reloaded at gmail.com, man. Holla at your boy. You might be close by some of them people I'm finna go see. You know what I'm saying? Big ups, fam. Let me see who else we got down there. Yo, Dana P3W. What up, fam? Welcome to the Shark Tank. I get in there and get your hardware to you, fam. Appreciate you showing up and showing out with us as we bulldog. Because you came at the right time because we finna jump on this bus and we're gonna take a road trip to Mexico. Big shout out to my main man Melee. What up, fam? Hey, I really appreciate y'all coming out. Don't forget to hit that like button. Please do not forget to hit that like button if you haven't already done so. To all my future viewers, if you have not already subscribed, hey, stop by and just hit that little notification button, subscribe, and you already know you don't really have to subscribe because you should already know we're going to be here Tuesdays and Fridays. My timing be terrible because I be doing stupid shit because I be smoking that dumb shit sometimes, but at least we made it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, we have seen enough in this dog game, taking us way back from the 80s, early 80s too. I'm talking about early 80s, all the fucking 90s, and over half of the 2000s. Well, yeah, I would say half of the 2000s. So, we have been been around bulldogs pretty much that whole time period. And I remember there was a time to when, you know, us as American Bulldog, man. Now remember, I'm learning. Now keep this in mind. My attitude about these damn bulldogs, and maybe most too, but I'm only going to be speaking from myself. My attitude about that back in that time period as we was growing up through the game. When you had them boys coming down from Canada, they was spanking a little ass, but then they wasn't spanking enough ass because, for some odd reason, Americans, bulldogs, was better than anything across the water, and then it was kind of showing up because when they were coming across the waters, you had more, they had more losses than they had wins going back home. So you kind of see the popularity over that time period why a lot of these dogs were being bought. I think most sold some dogs over to somebody in Japan or China, and they came all the way here to pick up their shit and shipped it back. So that it's going hard shit over there in China if I'm correct. But a lot of dog bloodlines left the country. And so we know it trips me out when I see, bulldogs down in Mayday dogs down in the Balkans and other places, and um, some of our viewers in India with some of the old bloodlines and shit. And stand on them and be proud of them.
Siberia.
Siberia, yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. Siberia. I mean, showing off they shit. And to all my overseas people to watch this show, we really do appreciate you guys. I know our times a day might be off, but we do have an email address. I know they probably bring this to you back in your language where you can understand, but look, we represent everybody around the world when it comes to these bulldogs. So if you ever feel like it's necessary, do you want to share something? Hit us up in there, because we don't really be getting into the Facebook thing right now, where there's a lot of information out there, and I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. But being old guys, and I don't have the time to do it, and I know Mo don't. So we try to take the shortcut. Y'all send it to us, and we try to answer all our emails and pretty much all the comments. So that helps us try to bring y'all into the mix, because there are a lot of great bulldogs of old that went overseas, and people, and one thing I noticed about them too, boy, when they got them blood, man, they was inbreeding like a mug, tightening up some shit. I ain't gonna say that for all, because I don't know as much as Mo know when it comes to it, but I've been around enough pedigrees where I would say, like, damn, that's how you tighten up some shit, you know. And I guess sometimes you can sit back and see where inbreeding definitely does make a difference. Remember, I learned that kind of early, again, dealing with Cheryl Powell, when he did that brother sister breeding, you know, and to send it up and to send them off to someone else to, to do what they did. That's history in the making. So that's one of them times where you can sit back, well, shit, that worked. I ain't seen no three-legged dogs, or no blind dogs or nothing. I've seen some nice healthy ass bulldogs. I guess it does work when you do it right. Well, them overseas bulldog, man, I take my hat off to them, because what the times that have changed for us in America, where the activity, it's not like it used to be. And I'm not out here to be trying to talk about who places some blame, because it's not a blame thing. It's it's the law. And regardless of, how we feel about it or anything else, anytime you do this shit, you're breaking the law. And it was illegal when we was doing it, but then we understood we were breaking the law. And it probably don't make sense to a lot of people, but remember, this is something that used to be legal. So don't go to acting like, drinking used to be illegal too. But you're drinking good and fine now. I'm just saying there are other places in the world who have that same passion that some of us in America for the over 100 and something years had. And that's why I always feel like these dogs are now came to the point of world renown, and it's just crazy to see dogs coming from overseas being in dogs, almost like things just changed, where they was coming and taking them back home. Now they bringing them back, and we cherishing the shit. And then you got to understand the kind of work that they put in it. See, remember, they can do things that we can't do. So the reality of the real shit to survive the madness, I could trust they shit too. So just a different world, but the bloodline, hey, it's still possible. It's still out there. It's just funny to see it come back. What you think, Mo?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they working their way back.
Yes, sir. Big shout out to Americana. What up, fam? Yeah, you was telling me about that. I remember a couple shows back you was hollering about that T-Bud shit. Right. They don't understand. You better tell them something. Okay, Mo. And then I hear somebody else start talking about T-Bud. So it's kind of like you woke up a sleeping giant. But, T-Bud been in our program a pretty ways back, hadn't he?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you take it from here, man, because you know how when you said it then, to me, when I see other people talk about it, it was like it's like this big surprise. And I'm be like, nah, if it's the big surprise, then y'all late. When Mo was hollering about it, he's hollering about it because not just because of what's going on. It's just based on,
I was talking about when we first did in our first year, we was talking about that T-Bud back in our first year.
Yeah.
Doing the show. And it seemed like it was more and more creeping back into the scene. I mean, it's really started to show up relevant now. Now we starting to see it come back into the States.
Yeah. Shit, I had them talking about it, Mo. I'm trying to tell you, man. I've been, I get around. Yeah, they be talking about it. They're starting to catch on. They say that T-Bud is like the Eli.
Yeah, some
it's just the equivalent to the Mexican Eli.
Stolen. Rumor was that Eli was stolen and he ended up in Mexico.
Right.
It kind of make you wonder. It really do kind of make you wonder because Maurice Carver, he has, he I ain't never heard him being a dog thief or anything like that, but I know he pissed off Earl Tudor, with the annex he used to pull on Earl. Earl used to get pissed off. He let him slide, throwing dogs over the fence, breeding dogs, going back there, taking dogs and shit. And, never heard Earl Tudor being a thief. But, like I said, the Black Widow story, one thing for sure, if everybody want to question that, first ask yourself, what did Maurice Carver do to Earl Tudor for him to go and steal Black Widow from him? Okay? Ask yourself, what could Maurice Carver have done to Earl Tudor? Because Earl Tudor was a gangster. The man, like I said, the man been shot 8 times by different eight different shootings, still living. So what in the world could Maurice Carver done to Earl Tudor for him to go and literally take Black Widow from Maurice Carver. And I told you how Maurice Carver got her back. You know?
Yeah, but I'm just. Did the old man ever tell you why?
He said that he was that a lot of things that Maurice Carver was doing to him, he was getting, letting slide, but whatever it was that that really ticked him off, when they really literally fell out is when Earl took Black Widow. I mean, he literally took Black Widow from Maurice Carver. And that's not no secret. That's a story out there that if everybody look into it, y'all will see for yourself that Earl Tudor took Black Widow from Maurice Carver. The part of the story y'all didn't get was, how did Maurice get her back? Maurice got her back hanging on his porch, dead. So that's how bad the falling out was. Can you hear this? Everybody don't know the whole story, but most of the story is out there that whatever Maurice Carver did for Earl Tudor to come and take Black Widow from him, and he did end up giving her back. It's just the way he gave her back. Okay, I heard the story about how he gave her back. Okay, but it's a fact out there that Earl Tudor took Black Widow from Maurice Carver. So I'll let y'all figure out the rest of that. But I got the story. From when I didn't know that even Earl Tudor ever took a dog from anybody. Never heard that. But they tried to say he took Diabo, but then you got other stories to say that he didn't take Diabo. He paid for Diabo, in his own way. So you got stories to tell. That's his history.
Who's the old guy, the name that you said, that ask them if they know so and so?
Dude's name was Trailer. I know he had Trailer in his name. I know he's from down south, might be from the Carolinas. Used to be around. I think him and Ice Pick used to do commentaries in the journal. But I know he had the name Trailer in his kennel name. But he's the guy that actually told me the story. He's the one that actually told me the story about, the falling out that Maurice Carver and Earl Tudor had after all the years of them, doing things together. Yeah. He said, Maurice crossed the line, pissed him off, and he went and took. Look, Floyd said in his interview with Tom Gardner that Tudor took the Diabo dog from the man. Again, I heard that story too. And the same thing they say he did with Black Widow. And then he said he didn't take him from Maurice. They said he stole him. He stole her from Maurice. That's right. And they said when he stole her from Maurice, Maurice did get her back. And just how he got her back. He said he got done using her, he took her back over there to Maurice Carver's house and hung her on his front porch. So it's a fact, and it's a story. The story is that he did steal Black Widow from Maurice Carver. The rest of the story is how he got her, how he gave her back.
Yeah.
But he was a straight gangster. Yes, he was.
But what Maurice dealing with a lot, because I noticed he was doing a lot over there in Mexico back then in them days too. Because I see Tex-Mex and them had a lot of good shit.
Well, the story goes is that's where Eli was. That's why that T-Bud is such an important thing, because T-Bud line didn't pop up. T-Bud line really is like a line that came through the Mexican border. That's why you always hear me talking about the T-Bud stuff, maybe coming right down off of Eli himself. I told you the story about how James Crenshaw got Rascal. Rascal wasn't born and bred in the United States. That's for damn sure, because when James Crenshaw got Rascal, he, like I said, the guys went over the border and came back with Rascal to Maurice Carver. Maurice Carver gave him the dog and said, we're going to call him Rascal, and rushed in the door and got him some papers. And that's Champion Rascal, Crenshaw Champion Rascal. He was a dog that came from over the border. Just letting you know. Could have came down off of that Eli stuff that was over there. But a lot of people, a lot of old dog men would tell you that, you know, when Eli got stolen, he ended up in Mexico, and a lot of them dogs that they was coming out there with, coming back with, was coming down off of Eli. You're like even Rascal himself.
So wasn't Ironhead stolen too?
I think a lot of these dogs got stolen. After I heard that Atlas Brewer stole the dog, I don't know whether he sent some guys out to steal dogs or what, but I know the story that, you know, they said that Atlas Brewer, and I spent many days out there with Atlas and James Edwards, and I never know either one of them to talk about some dog being stolen. I know they hit James Edwards' yard, you know, I know they hit his yard, but then somebody said something about Atlas Brewer taking somebody's dog. Remember after we did that match with Bruiser?
Yeah.
Came up missing?
Yep.
Kind of make me think, you know what I mean? Maybe Atlas did send some people down
right.
Dog.
Look, Mo, when I read that, right?
Right.
And it about Atlas, and I just thought, you know, many times we were sitting around them, I never seen that in that dude.
No.
You know, I didn't know he was that serious that he would actually go steal the dog. And then when I read the story, the first thing came to mind was, shit, well, Atlas was there when we did Bruiser.
Right.
He knew the Robinsons. They was one of the reasons why we did the shit.
Yeah, but you know, James was all, you know, Paul was part of all that.
Really? Yeah, because we were still running with him.
You know, I would have went over there and snagged the dog up and took it back over there, you know? They finally got to talking to them young boys. They wild. They don't need that dog.
Yeah.
You know, they probably wanted Bruiser back.
That is true. I never looked at it like that because I never expected him to do it. Let me give a big shout out to my man, PDK74, coming in with a 5-piece showing that mad love. I appreciate that, fam. Big shout out to longtime supporter, my man, the one and only, the incomparable, Mr. Dickie Foster's in the house. What up, fam? Let me see who else I got here. The Hardway Kennels in the house showing that mad love. He said, great show the other night on the Bandorf. Facts. People sleeping on Bandorf and them do said bloodlines. For real. I guarantee you after that show, that make you want to go see why. How is you possibly sleeping on that type of shit? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're talking about good bulldogs. This is one of them things where there's a, you know, if you're not doing it, you can best believe somebody else is and been doing it for quite some time. Big shout out there in the wood. What up, fam? But yeah, Mo, I'm trying to get back to big shout out to my man, Mr. Burning Star. I see you, fam.
I'm trying to get back into the Cadena dogs, and you know, I'm trying to go back down that venture right there.
Let's go back to Mexico, man. We on the bus. We finna
I'm
take
really
this
trying.
ride.
I'm really trying. I need my chat room to help me, cause it's like those Cadena dogs, and I'm noticing that they crossing them with the Garter dog. That's my thing. That's the thing I'm talking about. I mean, even when I thought the Niggerino shit was dying off, you know, I'm starting to see, you know, double bred and inbred Niggerino dogs being crossed with these damn dogs. You know what I'm saying? I thought the Niggerino shit was coming to an end, you know? But I'm seeing some nice bred Niggerino dog being crossed back into these dogs, and some crossed with the Gardner stuff. You know, and a lot of it's like the format, the blueprint is being done from Mexico. Mexico is the key.
Yeah, but they still,
you know, I wouldn't even say Mexico. I would have to say the South America, because you know, you got Ecuador, you got Brazil, you got a lot of those spots down there in that areas that a lot of these dogs are being used. You know, every once in a while they have these big old conventions down there and Mexico, and they coming from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And they having these big ass nice shows. And a lot of these dogs, I'm talking about American bred, now they Mexican bred dogs, boy, they showing up, showing out. You know what I mean? I just want to catch on some of these lines of these crosses and see not only the ones that's over there, but the ones that are coming back over here. You know, some of these guys out here might have some of these crosses that I'm talking about, because I'm seeing a couple of them. You know, another one that, I mean, we keep flipping on and keep forgetting about is them ruckus dogs. You know, they're going to be like the Battendorf dogs here in a minute, you know. You know, we running a little low on the ruckus shit. We always talking about the Cunningham stuff, the Cunningham Boomer stuff, and those dogs there. I see a lot of Pitt Island with the stuff. You know, a couple other people, but guess what? I ain't seeing a lot of. I'm not seeing a lot of the damn ruckus dogs anymore. You know, you would think that I would be seeing me more of the ruckus stuff, because to me the ruckus stuff was some of the best stuff coming down off the Cunningham stuff. You know, imagine if I can get my hand on some ruckus stuff, crossing it with some of that old Garner stuff. You know, they already crossing Red Boy into that shit, but that ruckus stuff, it just seems to me to bring that rough shit back. You know, get back into those rough crosses.
Yeah, they got a different type of intensity.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, well, who you starting with, man?
My man said my dude in the area has been running the Wild Side Lucifer line for years. Have faith in that line for sure. Yeah, Lucifer was a good producer too. A lot of people be sleeping on Lucifer. You know, definitely a lot of people been sleeping on Lucifer. He was throwing some pretty good dogs back then. But even when we talk about Lucifer, he's like in the same position as the Niggerino stuff. You know, I don't see a lot of crosses. You know, these days. You know, what would be the crosses that work? You know, I know there's some dogs out there. You know, I hardly ever hear much people talk about the old Garner Spike shit. You know, these are some more lines that, you know, that like we don't hear much about. But Cadenas, Black Rock, them kennels out there like that. Oh, what's his name? Lucky and them. Oh, Lucky and them boys, they over there across the border. You know, they got a lot of good dogs. And they using some old American shit too. You know, like I said, when you get those pedigrees and you can't understand the dog's name, they got these crazy names, you know them as imports. Another dog I seen somebody talking about that championship stuff too. That's another one a lot of people is sleeping on. You know, they have some great dogs back there in the day. You know, overseas, you know, a lot of them dog of the years and champions on that international cover. You know, what's happening to those dogs? You know, are any of them being made back to the States?
Well, you can pretty much check some of the dogs that do make it back based on what we do on the show. And I'll be watching the ones that's actually been used in the confirmation shows, those that you can have a good idea of how they bred. Because I noticed a lot of those dogs, even with the shit that we had, the KP brought back through, they just had beautiful, they had everything that was right as far as the look, the intensity, and them bodies, man. Just phenomenal when it comes to confirmation.
Right,
you got the long ones, you got the little tank ones, you know what I mean?
Right, that's what I'm speaking of. Now, remember, I'm on the bus, but at the same time, when I'm speaking on the dogs coming back, they might not be coming back doing what we was doing. I'm just talking about the blood in itself. Remember, all we talk about today in these days and time is dogs and their blood. I mean, what else is it to really talk about?
Right.
Except for the dogs that we're talking about and the bloodlines that are, are gone or put to sleep, but the ones that we showing up in these pedigrees, those are the ones that, who knows what they're doing with them. That ain't my question. My question is the ones that are coming back and how they're coming back. And there's some real nice ones coming back, right. And if you look at their pedigrees and how they're breeding them, there's a lot of champions coming from Mexico coming back into the United States. Not necessarily saying this because they're coming back into the United States. They're coming back to be used as match dogs and shit like that. Who's that to say? But got to remember, guys, internationally, these dogs are still being fought. I mean, internationally, they got international dogs out here. They still hold conventions all over the damn world. Shit, they still eating dogs out here in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we can talk about that kind of shit as long as we ain't talking about what's going on over here. We can't get prosecuted for what they're doing over there. I mean, when we speak of Black Rock is from over there overseas, across the border. Evidently, wherever they doing their shit at, they doing it freely. How many times on YouTube you go out there and you see a yard out there with damn near 300 damn dogs strung across the yard looking pretty as hell. I mean, pretty yard, down there 300, as far as you can see bulldogs. On them nice ass chain cemented dog houses and, got the chain runs on down concrete. You know that shit ain't happening over here in the United States now.
Nah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just saying you're right. No, you ain't gonna see that shit here in the state. Now, back in the day, you probably put them.
Oh yeah, Ricky Jones had a nice setup back in the day. I mean, Ricky Jones had a setup like that.
Hey, my man, big shout out to my man, Mr. James Jones. What up, fam? He said he think the weirdo on top of the Cunningham was what made the Ruckus dog special.
Well, I believe that too. Keep in mind, y'all, Smiley, Mason and Smiley, they was Weirdo and Smiley were litter mates. And if you notice something, Smiley threw some rough ass damn dogs too. So, and then you look at some of the shit that Weirdo was throwing, one thing for damn sure, they both threw some rough ass dogs. And I definitely agree with you. My man Band 305 says, what up? We was using them Mexican dogs in the 90s. He was a great dog man, Mr. Cardenas. Yes, he was. And for some damn reason, them dogs were some very good dogs that had some staying power when it comes to production too. Because I seen some pedigrees, with Cardenas and Garner, and showing up, you got a whole line of them damn dogs. Like, yes, right. That Champion Slim Shady was one of them. Hey, don't forget, Leroy Brown and Cameron Brown. I think her name was Cameron Brown. Yeah, that little bitch right there, she won her championship beating a champion. When I be talking about that Ruckus stuff, one of the good matches that Cameron Brown had, I'm going to put her pedigree up. I think she was in boot camp clicking them's champion, called her up, took a ride and showed that she was all that, But yeah, you don't see where is those dogs. Imagine if you was crossing, they crossing these red boy dogs into the Cardenas, but imagine if you was taking that Cardenas stuff and crossing it into that Ruckus shit. Just imagine what kind of line of dogs you would be having. Imagine if somebody got a line of Ruckus dogs out there somewhere over the border there, and and going into some of these damn dogs that I'm seeing. You know?
Big shout out to my man Mayor, Mr. 04 Mayor. What's good, fam? I see you. Big shout out to Walnut, PA. What up, fam? Shoulder Mad Doctors in the house. What up, fam? Big shout out to my man Vance 305. What up, fam? Shout out to my man, Mr. Alfred Johnson, representing hometown Florida in the house. Northern Florida in the house. SBC Kennels. I see you, fam. Hey, which one you gonna pull up, Mo? Who you starting with, bro?
Well, since everybody, I mean, I don't know whether to start off getting off the ruckus shit right off the bat, because we got to show the ruckus dog some love. We always be talking about that Cunningham stuff, but I don't ever hear nobody bringing up the best Cunningham stuff out there. I'm gonna say it like it is. It ain't coming out of Pitt Island. I'm just saying. We always seeing Pitt Island Cunningham stuff and them dogs there, but what happened to the ruckus dogs? You know. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab. I'm gonna go and Mike, you can hold them down for a minute while I go pull up my pedigrees. Get ready to dive in here and pull up some stuff for y'all tonight. I think Ruck is gonna be one of my first ones. I want to talk about some Spike stuff too, cause I think the Spike some Garner stuff. You know, he tried with the old Garner Red Boy stuff. Imagine we were to cross some Red Boy stuff with some Ruckus stuff like that into some Garner stuff. You know,
but okay, so sometime we're gonna get to Mexico though, right? Because that's where the ship begins.
Well, he wasn't even in Mexico. He was overseas, like. Okay. Well, that's what we're saying. A lot of these dogs, when you go back and looking, you're going to find out that's where they at, where they coming from. You know?
Yo, my man, Johnny Rocket. What up, fam? I see you.
Anytime I'm talking about Cardenas, I'm talking Mexico.
Right. Well, you see Vance say that was in the 90s. So
which one?
Vance, you know, he said he was using that Cardenas stuff back then. Now you already know who Vance is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
well,
it's kind of.
That's basically where we hanging out at. You know, the question is, you know, are they still around? Because I'm seeing them in pedigrees now. Well, I'm seeing Cardenas and pedigrees now.
Well, then that's
nice ass pedigrees. So
they're around.
They're around. Point made. Yes, sir.
I see. Oh. My man, Mr. Will Turner's got one. He set up a pedigree. He said, start with this one.
Okay, hold on. I will start with that one. Let me see.
I think Mr. Turner, he be having shit on deck.
That full page.
Hold on, I got you. Between him and Vance, this ought to be a good one. What should we do?
Okay, that full page. Let's see.
I mean, I got a full page. Okay. You don't got it.
Okay, I'm looking at it though.
You can't blow it back up?
How do I blow it up here?
Maximize your screen.
I did.
Oh, no, you blow it up from the original. You just shrunk your box.
Hold on. So I just shrunk my box.
Yeah, go over to the three dots at the top, man.
I know on my page it's already it's a full page. What do you mean? I'm at 110. I just made it bigger.
Okay. Okay, this is not full page. What we looking at, bro?
Well,
there you go. It is now. Okay, you in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, see. Yeah, I'm like y'all on that breeding there. You know, I think the Jeep stuff I think the weirdo stuff had a lot to do with that. Not taking nothing away from the Cunningham dog. I am not taking nothing away from the Cunningham dogs. But anytime you got that registered mare shit slinging around in there, you know, and we definitely seeing a lot of stuff coming down off of weirdo, and we still got that weirdo Little May Brother Smiley. They going down into some nigga stuff, and you got weirdo in them going into some red boy stuff. You can just tell that's a good line of dogs. And Rutgers is a prime example. That champion Carmen Brown, champion Leroy Brown, champion Slim Slady, champion Tina was a good one, Tina Turner, Inbounce. These are all good dogs. You know what I mean? I was going through here and looking to see if, you know, did they slide away or did any of these make it over the border? Y'all know what I'm saying? My bus. I'm asking, did any of them make it over the border to make it back? Because a lot of them we lost in the States. But did any of them make it over the border and got preserved? You know how our room is. Somebody always come up with some surprising shit. You know what I'm saying?
You would have think they would have did it here, considering all them damn champions.
Well, shit, Body Snatcher and them was the ones who was really running that stuff. And the guys, I mean, Hurricane Valley had some. And they didn't take, you know, when they got hit, I don't know if they got them all, but I know Cane Valley had some good ones. Okay, I'm going to get my little pad and pen out and start chatting down some of these numbers here. But yeah, the question is, what got preserved by leaving the States that we can think of? You know?
Only way we would know that based on what's coming back in.
That's right.
That's the only way you're going to understand that one. So let's see. How did it leave? I mean, you've done it before. How it left and how it came back. So
okay, we always had a format. Tonight we looking for dogs that that's
like bloodlines.
Right, exactly. What we're looking at right now, what we're going for now is dogs that we don't know. Like, you know, did any of the like the alligator dog? Did any of the alligator dogs leave the United States and get pured up and was successful? You know, we always hearing about the Mayday dogs. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of them left and came back because they coming back in different names, different kennels. You know, you got real familiar kennels these days. You know. Hold on. I'm getting my little game here together.
My man Van said, hold on. Big shout out to my man, Mr. Hemi James. All right, he getting to them pedigrees right quick here. Let me do this right quick here. Big shout out to my man, Mr. Will Turner. He said that body snatcher stuff is so nice as well. I had a ton of success with the Mike Wilder stuff when he bred to the Strickland stuff back in the day.
Yeah, the Strickland dogs was nice too. You know, one of them ran in the Pharaoh. Pharaoh beat Divine and Strickland, which was a good one. Pharaoh was a good one. But Pharaoh, he had the Beetlejuice and the Mayday in him.
That's him on my avatar.
Yeah, that dog right there. Yeah, he beat Divine and Strickland. Okay, let me get back over here.
Big shout out to my man, Mr. Hemi James. What up, fam? Hemi said, hey, Will, I'm sure some of them Peds online pics are somewhat distorted. Is that Rocco's true structure? I think that's to you, Mr. Turner. My man Vance, I did tell you, my man Vance said them Eli dogs is heavy. It was big in Mexico in the 90s. You would not see Red Boy.
Right, that's true.
That is true.
Here's one right here, Fear 9. Oh, Red Rage. I'm going to check his all-worm status.
You got that number from somewhere?
Yeah.
I don't know which number you got. Hey, big shout out to my man, Greater Than. What up, fam? Greater Than. He said, yes, sir, twins. Chat, the teachers and the students. Greater Than, you've been around long enough now. You should be one of the ones, them students that should be handling the class, cuz I think you pretty much understand everything we're saying. You've done well, my friend. Clifton behind enemy lines. Okay, I see you, fam.
Here we go. Now, this is Ruckus Littermate, y'all. This is Ruckus Littermate now. Look at that baby Gracie. Grand champion baby Gracie. Let me see. Never say never. Remember, Mike, we went into them with Mama, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We got deep in the game. Champion Gambino. Let's go out to the grand champion first. Let's see how they did that one. I know I might pull up me some Black Rock shit and be like, okay, we just gonna.
Yeah, she was a beast.
I mean, that's a hairy motherfucking pit, though, ain't it, though, y'all?
Shit.
Red buckskin. Look at the noggin on that one. Amazing Grace. Okay, that leads Reno shit. Look at that.
Yeah, they bringing that Cherokee Chief. I see that Patrick back there.
Oh, yeah, you got Eli back there. Hell yeah. You know, anytime you see Red, baby, you already know I'm going to be talking shit.
Yeah, shit. Dirty Mary, too. Shit.
Yeah, you know, anytime you see Dirty Mary, you're going to see that Red, baby. You're going to see that Klaus Stabber. See, that's the bottom side there, y'all. That's that Red Boy stuff being crossed. You know, that Eli, you see that Eli 3, that's Eli. And they say that Bully Son stuff works very well. Midnight Cowboys. I mean, and then you still got, let me see if that Miller stuff, that should be some old Red Boy stuff right there. But, you know, if you literally look at it, if you really literally look at it, like I said, You know, remember, we didn't got to have Jeep up in these pedigrees. When we got Eli, we got, you know, remember, Jeep is still coming off of Eli. Dog bully, son. Come on now. We still talking about Carver dogs. You know?
It's how you would. I think you got your better dogs when you did the cross. Jeep damn near crossed with damn near anything. I mean,
Yeah,
Eli
but not
dogs,
necessarily just
the right
Jeep,
ones.
because look at Bully Son. I wouldn't say just Jeep. I would just say Bully Son pig.
Well,
Look at
because
this shit.
you gotta get Eli Jr. his pub.
Yeah, but he comes
Gotta-
off of Bully Son. I mean,
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, Clayton's Eli Jr. and Bully Son were litter mates.
Exact. Right. So that's why I said you gotta give him his love, because he went a different way. So that shows you it worked.
And we
He's
talking
who
about
doing the breeding.
Boudreaux's Eli. You know, he the daddy of both of them. He the one got stolen.
See,
But you tell me, if you can take a line of dogs like Bully Son and them and cross them up like they crossed these dogs up, I mean, we would frown on shit like this today. Well,
hey,
you
Mo,
got this much Bully Son in that shit. Yes, sir.
look at that second generation, man. How could you not have a ROM?
Right.
I mean, it just. I mean, look at the man with the dog. That's, you know, my point is these things only happen when you get the man with the dog, because they was definitely trying in their first generation. Everybody's been trying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you put it in somebody like Hargrove's hand. This is what makes it, you know, famous. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
Because then everybody's trying to breed to him.
Right. That's because, I mean, what we're showing you guys are formats of what great dogs look like when they were getting bred. You know? Look at that. This is the bottom side. This is the Gracie bitch. Now remember, that was just Hargrove right here. You got Grand Champion Carrie Chief. You're going to see some more of that shit here. See what I'm saying?
It's almost like they line breed.
Heavy.
Now that's line breed right there, bro.
And then you got Hank being crossed into the Bolio stuff. You know, there's a little touch of Bolio up in there. But look at all the registered mares that you got in the bloodline. You got some more down here. You got Red Boy right here. St. Benedict Red Boy crossed in some Bully Son shit. That's like crossing, you know, the same shit you created Tab. You got some Bully Son and Red Boy. Bully Son, Red Boy. Then you cross it with the Ruckus shit. Add more Red Boy. Now you're overloading it with the Cunningham. And still more Bully Son. And if you notice in these pedigrees, do you notice how this shit looks right here? When you just keep putting them all whims in that categorical thing in these pedigrees. Do y'all notice that? Remember, I've always keep saying that. Did y'all gonna tell me that all whim is not a genetic trait? Who dare says RM is not a genetic trait? How can you say that? You know? And let's keep in mind now, this dog right here is Ruckus, little mate brother, and Ruckus is a registered mare of his damn self. Mm-hmm. Well, imagine that. I bet you that was one hard little 38-pounder when she was in Kate and Keep. Because one thing you can take, you can tear that body down, but boy, you ain't gonna change that head.
Yeah, big ass head.
Yeah. Bet you that motherfucker was biting.
Hey, did you go after that one pedigree that Mr. Turner put up?
No, I gotta go back in and look. I'm still running around here, diving into this shit here. I know Kane Valley had a lot of good dogs that they came down off with. They were making a lot of good breedings too. But as you can see, you know, look, they made damn sure that they bred that bitch to good working dog. Y'all see that shit? All but one dog in this motherfucking pedigree was not a working dog. You see what I'm saying, y'all? And this was just one page.
Now, who is this on? Who was we at?
We was messing with the Ruckus. We down here in Ruckus Little May Brothers shit now.
Okay.
This is Ruckus Little May Brothers shit doing this. Morecane Valley, champion Son of Sam. Whitley Gambino. See, what happened to these dogs? You see what I'm saying? Baby cakes. Let's go check out Gambino right quick. He double bred. And what they do, they add a little bit more Patrick to this. See it? Just giving a little touch of Patrick down there. Give some Rick Rude and Hellbands in there. I don't know the Crystal. And you already know that Hellband gonna take you back to some more Patrick shit. You see Tonka there. See the Patrick dog, Highland Work dog, see him? Patrick dogs. This is when you got them dogs there, you got the toot in there. You know what I mean? But you see that BB there? You see that BB? Rascal. You know, when you start seeing all that Klaus, you're going to see him sooner or later. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have it in there. To me, that's like the, you know, everything need a little bit of sugar in it. You know what I'm saying? Look at the way these dogs, look at the winners in these dogs. You know, and you say it don't matter when way back there. Well, I'm telling you, there's just some of these dogs you just cannot. That is not a fact. You know, when you say it doesn't matter, it matters a lot because it's carrying certain things, man. It's got the ability to carry down through the genetics, bro, and they just keep showing up when you cross it the right way. You know, look at the way this shit is bred. And these are just dogs with results. Now, a lot of these dogs, huh?
He lost his first time out and came back and won 3 more. He lost to a champion black midget. He was picked up.
Too much bulldog.
He was on too much bulldog. First time out. Everything after that, he came back and destroyed it. But he got some badass litter mates. Baby Kane, Campion Lucci, and both mother and father are ROMs. Well, but this is what you be saying, but you keep in mind these ROMs and how you become ROMs. And if you keep that part in mind and you just take the fact that how they're becoming ROM, that means they're being able to do the things that they're meant to do in other people's hands.
Right. Son of Sam. Look at Son of Sam. Remember that's the litter make the grand champion. To that grand champion. The litter mate. big boy here, 48. See? Champion Gracie, and there goes Sam. Even got a champion out of the litter named Champion Sunshine.
That was Kenny Allen's Champion Sunshine too.
No, Keith Allen. That wasn't
Keith
Kenny.
Allen. Okay, my bus.
There go Lucci. Oh, baby Gracie. Oh, and this is the Ruckus stuff. Keep in mind now, this is Ruckus' brother. Let me go back to where we started at. This is Ruckus' little mate brother. So, you know, again, you see the work. You know, we talking about the Ruckus dogs, and we should be talking about the Ruckus dog, not just the Ruckus dogs, but the cross itself.
Hey Mo, go
Yes,
back to
sir.
Psycho. I could have swore. Let me see if I seen that
That
correct.
was Psycho.
Yeah. Okay. Cause his shit just damn near just like the other shit you just got.
Well,
done
well, let me remind y'all, but see, this is Psycho was made his half brother. That was his top half. Again, Patrick being crossed.
Okay.
Yeah, he came from Victor. Go back down through there, man. You see the shit?
Champion Whitehead, Champion Mickey, Pretty Girl. Yeah. Big shout out to R.I.P. my man Millbuster.
But you see, look, remember I told you came from Victor? Look, Champion Whitehead, Champion Mickey, Champion Pretty Girl. You see what I'm saying? Took that and bred to Mikey, bred to Dolly, and that's where we got Psycho from.
He was a badass.
Yeah, man, you made me miss I lost my damn other one. I gotta get back to my peoples. Hold on. But the same old concept still lies up in the making. You know what I mean? Eli and Patrick, still all of them Carver dogs. Don't forget that, people. All of them Carver dogs. Get back to Ruckus. Let's see, they got another one here, Red Rage. Let's go see what Red Rage did. Mike, you give me that other number right quick. I'm gonna go in and dive in. Didn't do shit. Now I can't see it, can't verify it. I'm gonna get back over here to Ruckus. We started off with Ruckus, but Ruckus had a little mate brother was doing just as much as he was.
Yeah, I believe that shit don't have no choice but to be around.
Right. Look how it's bred.
Right. Hey, big shout out to my man Talk of the City in the house. What up, fam?
Now that proved that's what my argument was, and I was just using Ruckus as the example, but I got to go in there with Gracie and all of them now. That Ruckus line was the best Cunningham line out there. That was my argument. You know, that was a point that I was trying to make here. You know what I mean? Well, I was using Ruckus doing my evaluation of this shit. Guess what we find? We find some more of that shit. not just ruckus, the whole damn line. And pay attention to how it's bred. So, you know, it's not. You know, we got the Jeep, we still got the Honey Bunch, but we got the Cunningham. This shit right here let that Cunningham on fire. But we can say that about Tab. We can say that about a lot of those Red Boy Eli crosses. But you notice the ones that we you know, you go pull up Tab, you gonna see a whole lot of registered mares coming down looking like this shit here too.
Yeah, I think I got another one for you because I got a couple people commenting on this one.
Okay, I'm ready. Ring it.
553 560. My man, Mr. Turner had this one up.
Okay, see, there comes some Mexican shit, like that Mexican Eli shit. Remember, I told you I was gonna go grab me some Black Rock shit.
Well, they beat me to it. They went back there and got it anyway.
Well, thank you. I told you I was gonna need y'all help. Now we can sit here and talk about some of these dogs. We can't understand can't say their name. But this is the kind of shit that I was talking about.
Really, a couple more.
And like they said, you see, they call it that Mexican Eli shit. Because I'm telling you, you see that set? See that T-Bud? 374 times T-Bud. You gonna tell me 374 times T-Bud and that ain't too much? That's too much. I'm telling you, there's something about that Eli shit that you can just pile it on top of each other and you don't never lose shit. You don't lose nothing. And these are Mexicans over there in 2016. We don't understand none of this shit. But let's go see what he throwing. And they breeding right on the damn yard to me. Okay, I see some out in there. I see that little John in there, missing link. That way kind.
Hey, what you feel about the straws off of Lil John?
I mean, they good to have around. If I was going to be dealing with any Little John straws, I'll be figuring out what made Little John such a good bred dog. And I would breed that way. I wouldn't be coming up with no science, new science to, you if I'm gonna use some straws, don't you? And they're coming off a registered mare, good ass dog that produced. Why would I try to take that straw and do anything different than what made that dog great? It would be like you taking a chance of wasting your damn straw. If I'm gonna get a straw from somebody, I'm gonna figure out how to breed back to what was working. If I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna use it on something that, on a line that seemed to be working for me to even want to have this shit. Yeah. I wouldn't be coming up with no brand new shit. I wouldn't buy some caviar and mix it with some spaghetti and shit, thinking I'm gonna have me some new tasting good food. Shit. I'm gonna take it and put caviar with the shit that caviar go with to make sure it stays that way.
A fucking cracker. That's what it is.
A cracker, damn right.
Cracker.
Keep it like that. Keep it that way.
I don't eat caviar though, so I would know.
Me either. See, look at all this Mexican shit now. We don't understand none of the names in here. But we know damn well
I see Black Rock and Cane Valley's Leonidas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, might as well go ahead and dive into this bitch here. For this dog to be a POR, okay. But look how they breeding it though. We were doing this at home. They doing it over in Mexico. Double bred Mayday. With the pass shit in there. STP. Still gonna have, you still dealing with the Patrick. You still dealing with the Klaus stabber up in that shit. We've been through all this right here. We know all this gonna take us back to Eli. Got some old Ozzy up in there with his rage.
For those who don't know.
Huh?
For those who don't know.
Oh yeah.
Homer, Geraldine.
It's that old shit. That old Klaus shit, yes sir. That's my homies too. Remember this is little Burt Greenwood and Giroux. Boy, when they hooked up, boy, they produced a whole nother line of dogs. When Andre Giroux and Ozzy hooked up and started using Mr. Greenwood's dogs, because that's where they dogs was coming from, this Greenwood shit. Oh, okay, and all them and shit. You know, that these are dogs that came down off of Zebo and them. You know, it's that Zebo line, that touches Zebo shit. Yeah, this was back in the 70s when this shit was running around. See what I tell you, Ozzy Stevens, right? You see that Ozzy and Greenwood? You go back and look at Andre Giroux shit. He would use the same line of dogs. They started getting their heads split. Giroux started losing a couple of them. So he hooked up with old Ozzy and they started crossing they shit together and they, you know.
Back in the game.
They back in the game.
Yes, sir. That northern of the United States felt their pressure too, because they didn't have no problem
they had
coming
to get
to
that
you.
Get back. They had Andre had to get that get back. He had to come over there to Ohio and grab Ozzy and be like, let's put this let's put Mr. Rob Greenwood shit back together. My shit's falling off over here, Ozzy. I need some help. Ozzy gave him some help. Because Black Paz Jr. wasn't no joke. And for those who don't know about Black Paz Jr., that's the Rock City boy. Them the Rochester boys, Mike.
Yeah.
We seen them boys up there. Remember the Chambers and them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they wasn't no breeders though. Them boys was.
They was doing dogs. Yeah.
And then they was in New York, so their space was limited.
Shit, they had a dog off of Rutgers too. That Tina bitch came from them. That Rutgers bitch, Champion Tina, came from them.
Yeah.
All they want to do is all they want is winners. They matching dogs. That's just to be said.
And then from where they was, they didn't have the space like we do down south though.
No.
They stayed active. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, and then another thing was it was all up there by motherfucking John Bemis and them anyway. Remember, everybody was up there by John Bemis. Now remember, these is overseas dogs, y'all. These are dogs that left the country. Left the country. And they sitting over here with a whole yard of this shit.
Remember them Chicago boys, Bulldog.
Oh yeah, Chicago Bulldog.
Yeah, you see them in a lot of shit too.
Well, yeah. Yes, you do. Another good producer. Remember, we started with him.
Mm-hmm.
But if you notice, look how they're doing it though. See, look at this part here. Let me get over here to the Chicago people here so y'all can see Chicago Bulldog and them what they was using. They was using the Ramrod's Tramp shit. Oh, Champion Carlos, he was in the journal. Yeah, y'all see that shit? We heading right back. We heading right back to the old shit. Look at that Hammond's Rufus. Y'all see it. Still, all that shit still goes back to motherfucking Carver and Tudor.
Well, most of the shit we've been seeing, you're going back to Carver, Tudor now, and then Klaus. So we still playing with the major factors, but as you work your way up and see, this is what we be talking about. How in the hell you got shit that looks like this and to get down to goddamn Mexico and still keep looking like this?
Because it's still all Eli shit anyway. I mean, everybody gonna go back. Look at old Miss Boo. Robert goes back to Bully's son. Roscoe go back to Bully's son. All these dogs basically goes back to Eli. Goddamn Niggerino goes back to goddamn Eli. You see, that's the common factor, and everybody be like, okay, I don't like Bujo dogs. Why wouldn't I? Just got to get the right ones. You see how they was breeding these dogs back then? I mean, this is the only kind of line of dogs that you can just stack it on top. Just stack it all kind of ways. Maurice Carver's dogs, you can down there stack his shit over and over and over and over. I mean, Red Boy ain't touched that kind of caliber yet. He haven't even hit that type of plateau yet. He's there, but he ain't quite there. All Eli shit. Yeah, we can get a little bit of it in like Red Boy, but when you stacking it like this, and you're all overseas, and you look at it, be like it don't look right, but yes, it does. We just don't. You don't understand what we're looking at because it's coming back to the States. But when we go back and go looking, you tell me. How you gonna tell me we can't stack that shit over and over and over? Look how many times we got Tramp. This in this pedigree right here. You see that? Now we crossing the Eli with Red Boy, just filling it up. Filling it up.
Hey Mo, is that Tipton's Rebel Tip?
It probably was, because that's what they called you.
Go back.
Yeah, that's Tip right there.
Yeah, yeah, that's Tip.
Yeah, that's him. I said, well, that's Tip from AK. Yep.
Definitely found his way in there, didn't he?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he was a dog man. Shit, he had Rolex in them too. Remember, he had Maytoo's brother, Earthquake, and he had Champion Rolex.
Hey, you got a question from Vance. He said, of all the lines, do you think the Eli line is the #1 line?
I mean, that's why Jeep is up there. That's why Jeep is up there. Oh, you know what I'm saying, fam? That's why Jeep up there. That's why Frisco on that list. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you go looking, you're going to notice damn near all of them, except for the Red Boy side of it, is damn Carver. Y'all know my top 5. Y'all know my top 5, and y'all know with them top 5, you got them 2 bitches, Honey Bunch and Awesome Baby. What they go back to? You understand what I'm saying? Red Boy and Carver. Yes. You go over there and look at the males, you got Jeep, right? Yellow, Buck, Mayday and Frisco, Bolio, Carver, Jeep, Carver, Frisco, Carver. Tell me what I'm telling you. You hear me? You hear me? What's the #2 cross in the world? Red Boy. Red Boy. You're going to find that in the top 5, and then you're going to find that in the top 2 bitches of all time when it comes to production. Yes. Yes. The Eli dogs are the #1. And then I would have to say Red Boy would be #2. And why can I say that? Because you're still looking at the best registered mare producing dogs of all times. And if you look closely at it, you're gonna see that. Now, when we throw Bolio in there, let's not forget Bolio's still a Carver dog.
That's where the buck come in.
Eli dogs are still Carver dogs. That means Jeep and them still Carver dogs. Frisco is still the Carver dog.
Buck.
Carver dog.
Top 5, man, I'm telling you.
Yes, Eli and Red Boy.
Can that be debatable?
Hell no. How you gonna debate it the only way that becomes a debate when you put something up there on that list that's bigger than them 5 dogs and them 2 bitches over there. And look at these dogs that we looking at. Look what we looking at tonight. We over here in Mexico now. Still proving the point. We're over here in Mexico. Gotta learn how to breed that shit. If I'm gonna be trying to maintain anything, y'all already know going hard, always talking shit with the top 5. We rap about it. We wrote raps about the shit. Them top 5 with them top 2. Them is still part of the history that still has not been changed. 30 damn years later, damn near, and it has not been changed. How can you argue a fact? How you gonna argue a fact? It's a fact.
I got more numbers to keep proving this fact, and they putting them up. All right.
Well, that's why I said I needed to chat tonight. Swing them. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm all over here in Mexico with the Black Rock shit still coming back to America, proving the points about them top 7 dogs. Come on, man. I'm ready.
Okay. The number is 554.
Hold on. One more time. Let me do that again. 554.
234.
Okay. We down here, we all around here messing with that damn Garner shit now. Here's another prime example of what I was talking about earlier. We're gonna start with the male on the top. 2-time winner off the chain. I don't even know why you would put an off the chain match on a page. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, really. I think that should be a rule. You can't be using your 2-time. You can't be using off the chains on your page, y'all. There's little relevance to an off the chain. All it is a roll for money. It's not a match. It can't be a match.
Hey, this one here by way of Mr. Vernon Starr.
Okay, here we go. That Garner shit. See, when we start talking about that Cadena shit, we're gonna be talking about that T-Bud shit. Now, I done told y'all many a times, you know, you see Cadena's T-Bud, whatever you want to call it, Boudreaux's T-Bud, that's Cadena shit. This is the shit that y'all better be aware of. This is the shit that somebody is importing this shit back into the goddamn United States. And I'm starting to see it pop up into these pretty ass pedigrees. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to see Tom Garner's name on it. This is 2009. Why are we seeing pedigrees in 2025 with the same shit? Because somebody's been paying attention. And y'all better keep your eye on Tom Garner.
Now, I ain't seen some other people outside of town that have the shit because we got the shit.
Hey,
we're gonna find Tom. You're gonna find Tom in there. You know what I mean? So we can't act like
I ain't trying to go there though. Y'all don't want me to go there. Y'all don't want me to go there.
I'm just saying, man.
And remember, we go back into that horse shit. You know, that cross right there. Y'all remember this one? Carver. I'm telling you, all y'all got to do is stick to the game plan, stick to the top 5. Stick to the top 5. Let the Mexicans do the job. They already doing the work. They're sending this shit back. They sending it back to us. All y'all got to do is keep the pedigrees looking pretty. You see what I'm saying? I'm down here on the bottom now. These are what I call these pretty pedigrees. And see, these dogs come from our time. Owner, Tom Garner. And what I say, you go over there in his yard and you look way back on the far end of the fence, you know, go way back there and you start seeing all these damn black dogs. Now, when he go do his little yard walk, I guarantee you ain't walking your ass nowhere back there. You see all that black shit sitting around back there in the back, you better believe it, you ain't walking back there.
You noticed that while you was there, Mo?
Well, hey.
Yard tour stopped short of some shit?
Short of some shit. They got that morphing shit. See, y'all can't be sleeping on this, man. Y'all, I'm trying to show y'all there's a chemistry to this shit, and what better person to pay attention to than him? Cause ain't nobody else holding the damn reign more than Tom Garner. Y'all can hate on the man all you want.
But if you get one of them dogs,
I mean, you gonna get most of the time. You got so many people getting them. Everybody ain't getting the shit. Everybody ain't nowhere in the hell. Everybody getting something that's working. Stop it. The only ones that's lucky are the ones that like buying a lottery ticket. Cause they all gonna be very good. Look at this champion, Don John Julio Cuda. What he do? He take this shit here, this Garner shit, and breed into some what? Some goddamn more Carver shit. Still Carver. It's still all Carver, y'all. Still, all this shit is still all Carver. And you know you got to jump all over the Mayday shit because Mayday is one of them top 5. You cannot ever forget that part because Mayday is part of that top 5. You see that Waycon shit in there. You see that Lil John. Yeah, but you also see goddamn Annabelle with that Waycon. ROM. You go picking out the ROM shit in here. You guess what else you gonna find? You're gonna find Dolly over here with Lil John. ROM. Go back in here and start picking around with that situation. Guess what else you're going to find back there? You're going to find that Klaus Stabber. You're going to find that Red Boy. You see what I'm saying? Top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Y'all hear me? Listen. Top 5. Tell me there's not no such thing as an ROM trait. Tell me. Got to learn how to use it and put it together. These boys are using it and they putting it together. Tell me they ain't putting it together. We all the way up to 2017. Tell me they ain't putting it together. We know they matching dogs. Mexico. All we doing is looking at dogs that they're taking our dogs that we have stopped using and they taking it over there where they can use it any day and every day they want to. Go through all the trials and tribulation of keeping it tight and right. That's a damn good one, whoever sent this one in. Little Candy, another one. Look. Another ROM bitch. Same shit. Still dealing with the Red Boy. You see it down there. 100 Red now. Come on now. They keep making that Eli Red Boy. Well, I ain't gonna say Eli. I'm gonna say they keep making that Red Boy Carver Cross. The two best motherfucking producing dogs of all line of dogs of all times. Carver, which consists of many dogs. Patrick, Jeep, Frisco, all Carver. All them Carver dogs. And Kobe. Same shit that got in Jeep, right? Same custom-made Jeep. Come on now. Kobe and Carver. Yes, very, very strong producing line of dogs. Especially when you're pulling these, especially when you see the facts. I'm showing you facts. I told you they went over there in Mexico. and they doing shit that we can't, we don't even try to do this shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? All we can do is just match up the pretty pedigrees. That's all you can do. Is try to grab.
Yeah, 2 pages, Mo.
I mean, 2 pages. And look at it, same shit. You know that shit must be working.
See old Mr.
This
Ramirez
dog right
up
here
there.
in China. China now. Like you said, Mike, dude came all the way from China, bought his dog, flew it on.
So did.
He knew what he was looking for, didn't he?
Came right there and was happy as hell and was paid that motherfucking loot and was gone.
Don't forget, he wanted to make he got his pictures.
Yeah.
He got him pictures and everything.
Out on the yard.
Yes, sir. I couldn't understand a goddamn thing he was saying. He was broken in, he was worse than Victor. The hell is he saying? He could be calling me Negro the whole time he talking to me. I wouldn't know. He didn't know my name. I never heard nothing that sound like Maurice or Twin. Hey, any more numbers, man?
Yep, I got more numbers.
While you looking at numbers, man, you want me to go pull up my boy right quick, Mike? Can I go pull up my boy?
Yeah, I got numbers written down, so you go ahead and do what you want to do.
Okay, I'm gonna put up
from there.
Okay, and while you doing that, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna pull up that and give me some more numbers here. I'm just gonna get this out the way.
Okay. My man, Mr. Hemi James said Eli, or more accurately, the Boudreaux bloodline, will probably go down in Apbt history as the longest lasting line ever, and for good reason.
Definitely, and you're right. That's a fact.
All right,
you would have to address this in the same word. You would have to say the same thing about Kobe. You got to give it to Kobe too, but you got to give it like it is. Kobe would never take number one as long as Jeep is up there. And believe me, Carver got more on that top five than Kobe do. That's why that is a fact. You take them top five and let's not count it. Let's count the other two bitches over there. They still Carver and Kobe dogs. Every damn one of them. Every single one of them.
That was a good one there, Mr. Hemi James.
Steady. Gotta study that shit.
Uncle Willie in the house. What up, fam?
Here goes another one I wanted to hip y'all to. See the pedigree. But those who don't know, I keep telling you, the man was hiding shit in the back of the yard. Yeah. Just to make sure y'all seeing this. Got that Kobe. Still messing around with that Kobe. Still got that Kobe and Carver up in there. Playing with it heavy. Yeah. Yes, sir. Y'all see it. Whole bunch of it. You can't tell me it's too tight when we already know there's no such thing as being too tight with that line, is it? Nothing, ain't nobody can tell you it's too tight with that line of dogs, right?
Not when they all seem to be doing the same thing.
I can't give a class if I can't show you your teachers using it too. I can't teach you shit if I can't show you I'm using it too. I'm just saying. Okay? All right, man. I'm ready for another number. I just had to throw that in there, man. Can I get one more, man? Can I get one more?
Okay, go ahead. Are you doing that? Let me hit some of these right here. Hey, yo, my man Double M comes in. Hey, y'all, do what the man said. If you haven't already done so, bite down and shake that like button, man. Come on, man. Appreciate that, fam. Mr. Running Star said, Hemi James, it would be nice if they kept Floyd's line alive. But historically, once the original founders pass, the line fades as well.
Hey.
I doubt that, though, Mr. Star.
I do doubt it.
I doubt that, Mr. Star. Now, I don't know. I don't know them pedigrees
I don't
pretty much
want to
like
take you
y'all
back.
do.
I want to take you back. I hate to have to take you back where I just came from because that's a fact that hey, look, them still carving Kobe dogs. Them dogs I just came up of, every one of them was carving Kobe.
As you work your way up to the future, you see the Boudreaux and all them other people.
The names just changed. The
line
names,
but the line don't. If you're still looking at just get away from the names and just look at the dogs, you can see it because we've been on the same thing since we got started. We just taking them overseas and showing them over there where they using them, fellas. It ain't got lost because how can it get lost when they doing what they doing?
It's true.
Doing what they doing, and then they send it back over here already proven. So you're gonna try to get the best out of what you can based on what was been done in the past anyway.
Yep.
They're just doing it something that we can't do, but that don't take away from the fact of what's being done and how it's proven itself. To where it can still continue, to where we can still see it in today's dogs.
Y'all see it. Mm-hmm.
Here, let me put it up right quick.
Is it there?
Yeah.
Heavy Luke Kane, Barracuda. Big John. See how that walk them all down in there? Just tabbing it up. More of that. Okay, y'all don't know what that is. I'm gonna show you the only out in this all this shit. This shit right here. Gotta have it. Gotta have it if you want to see it work, right? You gotta have it if you want to see it work. Still the top eye. Still playing around in the lines of the top eye. Double bred. Double bred. So that means we double bred. Everything else, Mayday. And welcome all. Carver. Kobe. I got one more. Let me go pull this one up.
All right, while you're doing that, let me get back over here.
On the
Okay,
ground.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we went there. On the ground. Yeah, we went and grabbed some old. Oh yeah, we went and grabbed some old goddamn out of the country shit. Import, export, import. Have no idea, right? Be like, what in the hell? You know, when you can't understand the dog's names, you be like, okay, so you just keep going back until you find a way in. As you can tell, they putting them down back over here, you know, because they overseas. They overseas. You start looking a little closer, you start seeing our shit again. So we start seeing shit again. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Them exports. Working their way back into these imports. Yeah. Yeah, y'all see it. Old Moses. Still playing with carver dogs. Still playing with them carver dogs.
I think that Powell's Rock is Powell's dog too.
I know, I just seen it in there.
Go back to where you came from. Back. There you go. Fourth generation.
That old shit.
Yep.
You already know if it's coming from down there. It's coming down from the Carolinas.
You know, that's Powell shit.
Mm-hmm. We got a hold of Dusty and it was the same damn way.
Yep.
Top and bottom. See it?
See, that's just. Yeah, he come up in a lot of people's shit though. I'm pretty sure that damn bottom got a pedigree. They just don't know what the fuck it is.
I mean, it runs out. I mean, for real.
Yeah.
But it's the same. Remember where I came from?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Let me go back and show you where we came from. This is the bottom. That's just the Kakai bitch. That's just her. We ain't even talking about ship. They go ship right there.
He's turning out to be a good producer. All right, now you ready?
Yep. I got
You
one
ready?
more. I just had to show him that one. Yeah, I had to show him that one. Yes, I had to show him that one. Yeah, some more overseas shit. Some more overseas shit. $18 months old now. They're coming up on 2. More overseas shit.
Still
Yeah,
producing though.
international bread jib gifted to T.O. The K-Pit. They all be giving him shit. Overseas shit, what do y'all see there? Y'all see it? Overseas shit. Now y'all starting to understand it. Yeah, now look, still the top 5. Still dealing with the top 5. Carver and Kobe. Now I don't do this every day. Letting y'all dip it in my cookie jar. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I don't dip it in my cookie jar too much there, yeah. Yes, sir.
That's just to show that the shit still, after all these years, it regardless of where it come back to you, you follow it back, it's still the same shit.
And if you
Actually, our
notice,
shit is no different than the shit that you were showing earlier.
right? If you
Look how
notice,
old this shit is.
this is Buddy Love Daddy right here. Y'all see that, right? Mike, that's Tech's brother. You know, my little dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, that's him. This here is him. Yes, sir. Yeah, put all that together after what I just showed y'all. Y'all see what we're looking at, right? When you got a KP that we call him junior. We call him
The modern day Earl
the
Tudor.
modern day. Definitely call him the modern day Earl Tudor. Definitely call him the modern day Earl Tudor. He gonna have just put the formula together and figure it out. One thing we definitely have figured out. We don't make it difficult. We keep up with the top 5. Top 5, them top 5 always seem, it's really the top 7 will continue to be a factor.
5 males, 2 females, fellas. 5 males, 2 females. We talk about them so damn much, you should be tired of hearing it. But why make something so complicated when you can just make it simple? Just look. Every fucking pedigree we done damn pulled up tonight. We got some more you're gonna pull up too, Mo. I really want to see which way they going. I just see if they'll take us in a different direction. You ready?
I'm ready. I didn't do my thing.
Okay. 297 628.
Okay, here we go with some of the more them funny names. Oh, I see Bosco in there. Oh shit! What I tell y'all about Bosco? Y'all, I'm gonna go over here right now to the Balkans. Some more out of the country shit. Here's another factor y'all need to pay attention to. That goddamn Bosco shit. Let me show you why he plays such a big important part. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Y'all see that, right? Major factors. We already know major factor, Red Boy, the Carver. And you know we don't sleep on Jocko. We don't sleep on Jocko. Let me help y'all with the Jocko stuff. Because a lot of y'all be missing out on this Jocko stuff. Remember how my boy was loving that down, that Hank, that Mayfield stuff? Can't get more Mayfield than this. Look at one of the all-time producers. He won at least 4 matches, Champion Jocko. You got Champion Jocko, Champion Argo, Champion Cold Cat, Champion Tiger, Champion Toby, Champion Apples. Okay? And this is back in the old time. Yeah, y'all see that nigga?
Fitzwater's Goldie.
Y'all see that? Yeah, y'all see that? That old Tudor shit. Queenie. You see him? You see my homeboy down in there?
Stabber.
You see him? Old Hemphill, old Family Red shit right here.
Bring that shit all the way back to where we started at, right?
Yep, back to Diabo. Now you ought to know Stabber must have been worth something. And Fitzwater Goldie. Because again, they show up in all these other great dogs as we move forward when we cross them into that shit. Plays a major factor in the yellow dogs. Still gotta have them there. Still gotta have them there. Kobe Carver. Look, we on a whole different pedigree now, and that's just TJ. Dog got a lot of him in there. Look, top and bottom. Top and bottom. Now we go down here. Remember now, we messing with this overseas shit still. What we going back to? Carver dog. More of that Hammond stuff. You know where it's going. There go the nigga stuff. And you see how they crossing it. You know what I'm saying? You see how they crossing it. You see how they doing it. The thing they doing it what we can't do no more. I'm gonna tell you what they doing that we can't do no more. We can't fill it up like this right here. We can't fill it up. Oh, Andre DeRose shit coming up. See, they using working animals. What I tell you? What I tell you about that Greenwood shit?
Well, you done seen so many of these, and because you follow the same program, that it's just like nothing to do, is it? Because you just knew which way you was going.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea. I mean, some people out there might have seen it, but for me, I'd be like, well, he called that one because there you go. You always talk about that Jerome Ozzy shit.
I mean, because that when in the 70s, he was whooping everybody's ass. Then he started falling off. And he couldn't understand why he's falling off. You know, what he do? He go over there and talk to Ozzy because Ozzy was fucking with some Greenwood shit. And his shit seemed to be better. So what they do, they start crossing each other's shit. And Lord have mercy, they was back in the game then. Now you got Ozzy and motherfucking Andre crosses. Made it even harder to beat him. Yeah, when he started losing, he started taking some L's. He was losing game. He was definitely losing game. But at one point in time in the early 70s, around 72, he had more champions than anybody in the journal.
Good point there, Hemi James. Hemi say TG is getting more credit these days than he did when everyone were more open back in the day.
Because he didn't have shit, Hemi.
For the sale column has always worked. For sale column has always worked.
That's the only thing that ever worked for him with the for sale column. You know, remember back then, Hemi, we was complaining about Frisco because none of Frisco shit was winning over here in the States. Remember, that's why they started putting an asterisk over the dogs in the game when they was even reporting overseas matches. Remember, he started separating them because all these Frisco dogs was winning everywhere else, but wasn't none of them winning over here. That's why he started using the asterisk, because we had better dogs in the United States. You cannot be putting these out of the country dogs over here and get them blended in with our shit. Yet we got all these people out here buying Frisco dogs over here. Ain't none of them winning worth a damn. But Lord have mercy. I guess they must have pissed Tom off, because when Tom came back, but look at them boys up there. He started putting them in the right people's hands. Look at all them dogs, them Frisco dogs that made it up to Detroit. Look at all them. Look at Street Sweeper. Look at that grand champion that True Colors in them had. Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Yeah, look at them. All that shit started coming. Look, he started throwing some shit out there. You know what I'm saying? And then again, why did they start winning? Because some of that shit that he had let go overseas, you start seeing. Look at motherfucking Revenge. He was one of them dogs that got slept back through the border. They came back over the border. A Garner dog that came back over the border. Did you pick that up? Yeah. You seen that Cadenas up in his pedigree. Oh yeah, he started grabbing. They started coming back into the States.
My man Van said, I never get a hound from Tom. I seen him patch up a cur to ship home from Mexico. He said he seen. He ain't say he heard. He said he seen it. So he might have had good reason. It might have been the blood. You know, Tom ain't a box man, so. Yeah, I kind of look at it that way too, though, Vance.
See, this, now I'm looking at the bottom of this. Look, we got Snooty up in here. These still overseas dogs, though. But look what they're going back to. Still going to be heading back to Carver. You see him? Yeah, Snooty was a Carver dog. This is what for those who don't know. I said they still going to be heading back to Carver. And this is the pedigree that we just got down. This is the pedigree that you know what I'm saying? This is old boy here.
Okay, I got two.
Champions.
Yeah.
Whole bottom. Whole bottom. See it? You see that? I mean, I got to take y'all there. You know, I don't understand if I don't take you there. I said that whole bottom. Carver. Carver. See that? All that. That dog's whole bottom is Carver.
Seen that boomerang shit back there, most. They was fucking with it back then, too.
I mean, Boomerang Arch Missy. Remember Arch Missy?
Right.
Boomerang litter mates.
Yeah. I don't know if they caught that back there, but I did. I seen it.
Understanding the formula. That was the whole purpose of why they crossing it like that. You know, I mean, the whole bottom. They oversee. Look, this Barney Fire doing this shit here. They snatching this shit up, taking it overseas, and look what they doing with it. See, they doing shit that we couldn't do now. Remember, they shit coming back over here. All we can do is take the pretty pedigrees and you know what I'm saying? And just make our pedigrees pretty. Anybody to step outside of that, you know what I mean? Look, I mean, I'm ready for another number, Mike.
Okay.
That was a good pedigree, man. Good pedigree. Prime example, overseas shit. Export, then now we got import. Export, import.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
913372. 91332.
That's it. Here we got another one here. Black Force champion Kuka. Here we go with one of them dogs we can't understand. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to take this run? Let's go. Let's see what we can find here. First, let me give y'all some eyeballs on him. Let me show you some good. Be the champion in 17 minutes. No, not in champion. He be a one-time winner in 17. Be the two-timer in 25. And be the for his championship he won in 50 minutes. Say he got a good mouth. Okay, let's see if we can find out where all that mouth come from, y'all. Let's go look. Let's see, 55, 27. Uh-oh. He did some USA shit. Oh, he ain't put it in there, but you already know what that means. You come over the border. But you see what they doing, you know, just by just pointing out some of the things that we see they doing things that we can't do. All we can do is hope they doing the right thing so we can at least have pretty pedigrees, right? Look. I mean, and then the thing about their pedigrees, you know what I mean? They look very active, don't they? We still trying to work back to the United States. Uh-oh, I see a little bit of United States starting to shine over here. I see some Homer too. I see some Ghana. I see some Ghana. I see some Ghana. I'm going to do the top half first, y'all.
I see that champion Garner symbol down there.
Yeah. Remember when Simba, they thought Simba was all that, and then that motherfucker quit on him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. We getting close. We getting close. We see some Cardena stuff. Okay, we're getting even closer. I see already seeing our first signs of T-Bud. We're seeing our first signs of T-Bud. Oh, Lord, look at here. We got to go any further on that. We can start working our way back over there and start with the next one. Y'all see it?
Them Gardenas.
Y'all see it? Heavy, heavy, heavy. I told you that's the only line of dogs that you can pile up on top of shit. You always hear me talk about that Cardena shit. That's this right here. Let's go check out this bottle. You already know where we're going. Do we? Well, I might as well keep going. Let's go. You're our first signs of Patrick. We see some Patrick up in here. Zachariah. We already got our first signs of T-Bud. I'm going and clap on this grand champion, 7-time winner. Oh, we got a lot more T-Bud showing up. See what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Now we top and bottom. We were talking about all that Cardena shit last week, and we still running into it. Clarification, that's all we doing. What we talking about? Overseas dogs. But look at this shit. Look at that shit. You know, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to click on T-Bud, but I'm going to tell you like this, y'all. Y'all see that right there? Y'all see that right there, right? I'm going to tell you the only problem with this pedigree. I'm going to tell y'all the only problem with this pedigree. I do not believe the T-Bud is off a Zebo cross. I believe the T-Bud is a Mexican Eli dog coming directly off of Eli. Y'all heard me say it. Y'all heard me say it. Y'all know damn well, and we already know this, that's just like them going over the border, grabbing Rascal, coming back with Rascal being bred like this shit at the bottom. Come on now. They go over there and come back with a dog, call him Rascal, put some papers on him from Mexico, and now he becomes Crenshaw champion Rascal, bred like an Eli dog. Come on now. What did I tell you? We know Eli was stolen, and we know Eli ended up in Mexico. That's why we keep calling them the Mexican Eli dogs, T-Bud and them. And it's the Mexican that was calling him the Mexican Eli dog. Why would they call him the Mexican Eli dogs? Why did they call them Mexican Eli dogs? They didn't say Mexican Eli dogs crossed with Zebo. Okay? They did not call him Mexican Eli crossed with Zebo. They called him Mexican Eli dogs. Eli came up missing. It's a fact that they believe that Eli was in Mexico. Like I said, if anybody knew the truth, Maurice Carver went to his grave knowing the truth. Cause like I said, James Crenshaw got Roscoe. Spent 2 days down there. The boys came back from over the border, gave him the dog. Reese Carver said, we're going to call him Roscoe. Went into his drawer, like they say, went into his drawer, got them papers out, and gave them to James Crenshaw. And from that day forth, Roscoe was bred like those papers. Y'all see all this black, this shit here. Come on now.
Well, look, man.
Come on now. Look at this shit. Look at it.
Look, I ain't trying to be funny though, right? But everything he had through in all them papers he had through in the drawer, it ain't like he could go wrong.
Well, the man had some of the best bred dogs in the history of the dog game. He could have pulled any pedigree out that goddamn drawer, and they would have been a nice pedigree.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Shit, half the time the man can't see, he could go in there and be damn near blind and go pull a paper. Shit, his wife would tell you that.
Hey, but you know what? It's still, regardless of what them papers said, you kind of got to just ride with what's on the paper simply because of the success of his dogs.
That's all you got to go on. You got to look at the dog, down the papers.
Right.
But the papers become a factor when it comes down to breeding time. Even whether they right or wrong, you got to go with what you see. You got to give them something. So, okay. And that's what we got here.
That's why we keep running. That's why we keep running into Carver dogs, because that's all he had in the damn drawer.
That's all he had in the damn drawer. Man has so many dogs, ain't no way in the hell you gonna tell me you know every goddamn dog in the yard how it was bred. He registered so many fucking dogs. You think he kept a goddamn file cabinet? Do y'all really believe he kept a file cabinet when it's a fact that he kept his pedigrees all in a drawer? A drawer. Now we're looking at the bottom half. Still imported. Oh yeah, we just did this one. That was top and bottom. Okay? That was top and bottom. That was Dinky. Mexican Eli. Well, we already know this is going to be the same thing because down near the top and the bottom looks the damn same. See it? Remember, the only dog is a little different is this one here. And we already see Maverick right there already. Y'all see what I'm saying? Come on now. We've been through this already. We already know where this is going. We already know all this is going to be Carver, regardless of how we twist it and look at it. It's going back to Carver. We've been seeing this shit here all night. I'm telling you, man, Tom's sitting over there in that backyard with them dogs down there on that far end.
They done went from Carver to Boudreaux.
Yeah, but I mean, y'all checking the dates though, right? Y'all seeing the dates though, right? Oh, these is overseas shit. They sitting over here with better dogs than what we have. Can't understand nothing they saying, but we understand this shit. You know what I'm saying? What dog is this? Is this where we started at? Hell no.
Keep going
this
back.
Is just the top half.
Right.
This is where we started at right here. Now they better show me some white and red, black something here. 'Cause I know where we just came from. All right, let's go. Let's see. Let's see where we get some good. Better show us a picture of something here. I don't know. I see that Costello shit. Uh-oh, we got black. Oh, hell, you already know where we going with this already. Y'all, we don't even got to go no further. We all know we don't even got to go no further. It's like you being in a classroom and you got a classroom full of people here who've been sitting here looking at this shit for the last, what, going on 3 hours here? Almost 3 hours here. We already know what we headed with this one. So we shouldn't even have to go and waste our time clicking on those. We better off going down here and see if we're going to get the same thing. See, at least we get another click out of it. We get another click out of it. Now we can go searching a little bit. Let's see what we come up with.
They got that Patricia place.
Oh, we're running into some Carver shit. Oh, that Patrick down in here. Yeah, y'all see it. Mm-hmm. Dirty Mary.
Rick Rude. See that morphing shit back there.
Oh, yeah, we allowed to be heading into some shit here because it's the same thing. So we seen a whole lot of morphing. We got some Crenshaw Stu Fowler. We getting some heavy Stu Fowler in here. That's real good. That's real good. Yeah, we heavy Stu Fowler. Now we got some Butcher Boy up in here. That shit that made Joey. Okay, y'all, you see where we at? We got the old Stabber coming down through here. We got some old Ross Red Double coming down through here. You know we're back up here in the Carver section. But you gotta remember we just came off of the Patrick stuff. We know the Patrick stuff, we was already hanging out with the Stu Fowler. Go out here and dive into this shit right here. It's gonna be the same thing. I'm presumably believing. Okay, there goes some more Stu Fowler. We're gonna be seeing some more Klaus here in a minute. Cause we got the Remember, Stu Fowler. There goes Klaus again. You know what I mean? So it's if not an inbreed, it's definitely a hell of a line breed. Okay, it's a line breed for sure. Cause there you go, right here and right here. And then we got Remember right here and right here. So what we got? Go back all the way back here, and this is what we was working with.
That's not where we started, though, right?
That ain't where we started at. We started right here. And while we down here, let's go play into that right quick. That's us right here too. Just wanted to show y'all this piece here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Hemi asked a question earlier about, here we go. My man Hemi said, where's the Mexican Garner dogs at? Well, we pulling up some Mexican dogs here, Hemi.
Well,
so
these are definitely Garner dogs here.
They back there. You just got to go back there because you know, there's someplace they left from over here, from his yard to over there to do what they was doing. So you can pretty much see what they was doing with the shit. They even got that up there with that Bailey's bingo shit, Mo.
Yeah. You see Schoolboy's big red right there. If that's right, yeah, that is Schoolboy's dog right there. Game Jane coming off a Chinaman.
That's Tommy Boy mama, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
Keep going back one more.
Patrick Cross. They got Virgil got Grand Champion Virgil up in there. Chaos, shut up. Don't make me get up and go check that door and ain't nobody out there I can cut you on. Yeah, that's where we was when we went to the Stu Fowler shit.
You gotta keep coming back forward, bro. Come on. That's where you started at.
That's where we started at.
Yeah. Go back one more just to make sure.
Yeah, I think we did. This one right here.
Yeah, that's where we started at.
Right. Now this is where we ain't been.
At the bottom.
Right. Was we at the bottom, Mike? Yeah, we was at the bottom.
Yeah, because you did that Chival dog.
Yep. And we didn't do the top.
Right.
Cause I said we wanted to see where this red and white shit come from. I see Homer 2. There they go to Cadena shit. We starting to see touches of it already. Heavy T-Bud. So I ain't got to go far with that one.
Okay, ain't no need to go back that way. You did the top?
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. This is where we started at, right? Yeah, this is where we started at. Nope, I didn't do the bottom here. Yep, this bottom. Okay, yeah, we got some Garner there. You got a first taste of Garner.
He talk a lot about that Simba dog. Now you might find the red and white shit over here, Mo.
Yeah, okay. Who's that? Hemi, there you go, baby boy. We got some Garner, whole lot of it. We actually got it going. We got it over here with this mug here. Champion 3-time winner Zorro. There you go. Cross with some nigga shit. That's for damn sure. Alligator. And then that pedigree definitely had a lot of that cadena shit in them with the T-Bud. We found one.
Found a couple.
Nice.
Actually.
Yeah.
Right.
It's definitely Mexican. Well, you know we don't deal in kilos over here. Tom Gardner and R. Diaz.
Big shout out to my man Carlos Rodriguez. What up, fam? Big shout out to Ballin'. What up, fam?
Yeah, go a good one, Hemi. That's a good one. That was just the bottom, you know what I mean? And this the other half of it right here.
It's a lot of Garner shit.
Mm-hmm. Cross with the alligator shit. Still Carver good stuff. Carver and nigga.
Same shit my mom and them was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just had this conversation. When was that?
The last show with my mom.
Last Friday, right?
Right. And remember, my mom and them was using the stew powder shit on top of their shit.
Right.
With the alligator.
Okay. Go back one more.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, we got to come back. No, that was him.
No, go back one
Wasn't?
more. No.
Okay.
That's where you started.
This is where we started at.
Okay, I got one more. Let me see. I think that one there was. Now this next one.
White dog or something, Mike. Didn't we have a red and white dog there?
Yeah, it was the red one. Yeah, you were trying to find it, but I don't think you found it. Okay, I got two more, Mo. I'm saving Uncle Willie's for last.
Okay.
Just tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. I mean, y'all hear my dog in here snoring.
Is that Spice?
Mm-hmm.
Her sister do the same thing. Sound like a human being. Ready? 913 372. We did this one, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, no. The next one is 273 231.
Okay.
Hold on.
You got do that again.
Yeah, you got too many numbers in there.
Okay, do that again.
273
273
231.
231. Okay, let's rock Snowball. It's gonna be interesting. Great producer, female producer, champion Little Mike. Two-time winner Scooty Pie. Lee John, Tyson. Okay. There. That's a lot of, that's where you already know where we're going with this one.
Yeah, but he don't look like he is import.
No, I don't think he's imported.
No.
But he is definitely heavy. No.
Yeah, you good. Yeah, I could see some because I see the Gardenas, the Morphins back here.
Yeah.
So that's one of them. Yeah,
we might be,
I see where you're going.
Yeah, we keep going. We'll be outside the country here in a minute.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily. Yeah, we got the morphine and the Gardena shit. Yeah. Yeah. But we definitely in the States though.
Mm-hmm. But that just goes to show you that people was up on some of this shit way back then.
Yeah. If you notice how they're all bred alike, you know what I mean? Whether it's male or female or how you put it together, it's still being put together the same way. You know what I mean? And we seen these dogs most of the night.
Okay. I got that one more.
See there? Miss Boobs. Remember old Bobby Hall and Miss Boobs and them? Nice pedigree. One thing for damn sure, you can't never argue and say the goddamn Bobby Hall didn't produce yet. You know, with him and Miss Boobs. You know, and again, there was another one that a lot of his dogs was going overseas, coming back too, like they did. Okay, Mike.
298 67 672.
Oh, Uncle Willie. Uncle Willie. I see you throwing some of that Burjo shit up in your shit too, huh? I'm gonna start at the bottom. Let's rock. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Almost like the same shit we just looked at, ain't it?
We remember we was on this shit earlier. Get down here at the bottom. Mm-hmm. You was down here with that shit earlier. Yes, sir. Red boy. That's red boy there. Let's see, red boy with gone across. Mm-hmm. There we go, sliding back into that air. They go Carlos, the all them halls, dog, you know, like we were just talking about. Old Bobby and his shit. We're going to be running into Miss Boobs and them. Yes, sir. See, they go Miss Boobs.
I seen a lot of that Gardena shit in there too. Before you
remember, we just left a pedigree to look just down there, just like this shit.
That's what I said. This almost looked like the shit we just had up.
Yes, sir. Uncle Willie. Uncle Willie, what's up? Was that your shit too? The last one we was doing? Just let me know. Is that one of yours, or you got, or just somebody out there with your shit?
he might have had two of them, but I forgot. I know Uncle Willie. That's why I put his off to the side, because it was him. Because it was his dog. But
look like both of them was his shit, because them dogs is bred. Them bros is bred alike. And one of them's a female, the other one's a male. What are you getting crossed and shit? Damn good crosses. Damn good crosses.
Shabbat, what up, fam?
Hey, Mike, did he give a reply on that though? Because I definitely want to know.
Not yet. To carry Mincy, what up, fam? King Yoda, what up, fam?
Yeah, Mike, they got to be, because look. You know, that's top and bottom.
That's on the pedigree I just gave you? Yeah, that's Uncle Willie. But that was his pedigree, the last one I gave you. That's his. Okay,
so that other one bred just like it.
Yeah, but it wasn't Uncle Willie in that other one, because I didn't remember seeing it.
Shit, I would be looking up at both of them. Because both of them bred just alike.
Here, you want to go back and take a look at that other one again?
Yeah, let's go look at that again. Let me see if I can go back one. Yeah, see the same shit. That's it right there.
Let me see, make sure that's the number.
Yeah.
No, that ain't the number though, Mom. That's 29. That one right there. That's the last number. No, that's 372. Hold on.
No, this was 272-942. I know that one and Uncle Willie shit looked down there the same thing.
Yeah.
See? That's Uncle Willie shit right there.
Yeah, and that one right there was one of the other dog, the last dog. They went the one we started with, but that's what that dog came back to.
Okay, then it was this dog. See? That dog. Exactly.
Yeah, that's the dog.
That dog and Uncle Willie dog look the same, doing the same. You know what I'm saying? Look at them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Uncle Willie, is this your shit? Yeah, both of them, Uncle Willie dog, this dog and that dog look the same thing. Ripper. Yeah, that cross looked the same as Uncle Willie's.
I'm going to give a big shout out to Elevated Kennels. What up, fam? Mr. Derek Lockett. I see you, fam.
Look, see that, Mike?
Yeah. See, this shit here been going on for quite some time, though.
Mm-hmm.
See that weight can dog again? Big shout out to my man, Johnny Rocket. Johnny said, JHK, Zebo's brother Vindicator was a chocolate red-nosed dog.
Yes, sir.
So he might have been saying that's why when we seen that red white dog, you know, that red dog with that white on him, you said we got to go find out where that shit come from.
Right.
Right. Might have been the Vindicator side. Because you look, we went right by that. Big shout out to Mike Red Boy. Big Mike Red representing Shreveport, Louisiana in the house. What up, fam? Ain't seen you in a while, fam. Wish all is good to you. West of the Moors. I see you, fam. Hey, I got another pedigree mode, but this is going to be the last one, man, because it's 1 o'clock,
Okay.
Time of flying, but, you know, West of the Moor just came in, and I got to go ahead and hook him up. The next number be 458-804. Yo, big shout out to my man Kaz Mon TV in the house. What up, fam? I see you.
Okay. Roy Kane.
Hey, my man Hemi said Bubba Mex is the main reason for that coming about more so than TG as SUK lives down that way. I'm not sure, but I don't think Garner Dogs has had much influence down Mexico way though. Well, he sell a lot of them down there. You know, I'm just telling you, man. And if you check out Tex-Mex, Tex did a lot of, you know, he used to do a lot with Tom. And I can tell you, Tex-Mex, and then you call him Bubba Mex, but I'm just working from my well. I know
and then there's a Tex-Mex and a Mex-Tex. Which one is Bubba Mex? Because both of them is bulldoggers, but one's a Tex-Mex and the other one is Mex-Tex.
I think
which one is Bubba Mex?
Nah, I've seen a lot of Tex-Mex mo, but I think they just had it wrong when you seen that Mex-Tex.
Well, there's two of them.
Okay, you seen them both? Okay.
Yeah. There's Tex-Mex and then there's Mex-Tex. I just want to know which one is Bubba Mex because one of them definitely has a lot of Cardenas Garner shit.
He said Bubba Mex is Tex-Mex.
Okay, then that's
Tribal said that. Yeah, because that's the one I know.
Yeah, he definitely has some Garner shit.
He was a man.
He jumps back and forth over the border himself. Cause I got, you know, he is a dog man. I don't know. Y'all been sleeping on him, cause he all in the journal. He got champions all in the journal. A couple champions in the journal.
I'm trying to tell him that's legendary Tex-Mex.
So the fuck is.
He came out with Bubba Mex, but that's a legendary Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex, yes. He got a lot of champions and he got a lot of matches in the journal. A lot of them.
And a lot of great dogs.
Yes, sir.
When he was talking about some of that shit, he had the real, I mean, that man no bulldogs. Y'all better believe that. Trust and believe.
Y'all sleeping on that one. I got
that was Uncle Willie's. Both of them he sent both of them in. That's
okay,
why they look so much
I'm paying attention, Uncle Willie. I just proved that I'm paying attention. Okay.
Hey,
Good
Mo.
shit, yes, sir.
Johnny Rocket said, Mo, T-Bud dogs throw chocolate red-nosed dogs, and that might be an indicator that T-Bud did come from Zebo.
You're right now. You're right. I just ain't seen too many chocolate ones coming down off of that shit because you seen the pedigrees we were looking at, heavy inbred T-Bud, and I didn't see too many chocolate nothing. Okay, but you're right. It could be coming down off of Zebo, and they definitely crossing it with the Eli cross. So the possibility is definitely there. That's for sure.
Okay. Hemi said, no, Tex-Mex is different. Bubba Mex owns Simba. Now we know that already because, you know, just for those who don't know, I did tell you, Bubba Mex and Tom did a lot of business together. So, and that's just based on some of the dogs he had, but kind of trying to figure out. Now, I know Bubba Mex based on what I seen in the show, but you know,
Okay,
we followed
Tex-Mex
Tex-Mex.
the other guy. He's the one that had Simba.
No, he said Bubba Mex had Simba.
Okay, so he was the one that lost to Simba.
Who?
Now, Bubba Mex is Mex Tex, right?
No. Hemi said no. He said Bubba Mex is the one who owns Simba.
Okay. Simba's a Garner dog.
Right. We still got to figure that out because we've been trying to figure that out. I think you did ask him once before, though.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. I mean, I was saying there's a Mex Tex and then there's a Tex Mex.
Yeah, you asked Bubba.
Right. But remember, I asked him if he was Tex Mex.
Right.
But when I went to look it up, I was seeing Tex Mex and Mex Tex.
Right. Between the two, you didn't know which one was he.
I didn't know which one was who. Right. But I know
Mex,
both of them.
Tex,
Both
Tex,
of them was doing a whole bunch of damn dogs, and both of them was kicking ass. They put it like that. It didn't matter which one it was, because both of them was beating. Both of them was bad.
Big shout out to my man Chico Nicholas. What up, fam? Okay.
This is a nice breeding here. I wish we could breed some shit up like that, buddy. Using that banjo shit, because that is scientifically bred real good, cuz. Boy, you could breed banjo dogs like that today, y'all be still in business. That's no lie. That's a nice breed. I mean, let me see. This dog, he ain't no, let me see if he produce something. You know, hold on, court's still out. Okay, you bred a lot. Let me see. Give me a chance to see. Martinez got your name all over this shit. Got your name all over this shit. Okay, we got one. We got one in there. Let me I'm just making sure. Okay, I gotta go down here and get this one.
Yeah, wait till the end and start firing pedigrees.
Look at old youngster. Oh, youngster, look at old youngster. That's a Garner dog crossed with that banjo shit. Make me think twice. Yes, sir. I like that. I like that. I'm tell you, I like that.
Well, it go to show you that the shit worked.
Yeah, and that's crossed with DSK. Like I said, it would be real. I'm telling you, man. I said, man, everybody better start paying attention to what's going on over that town. Because, you know, everybody, I'm telling you, everybody should start crossing their shit in the town.
Because there's so much of this shit that's out there in other people's hands. Because look how many more people that we done ran across with shit that off of time.
Yeah. It's like the lottery. There's no guarantees and none of that shit. Just hope you're the lucky one.
And then you got to understand how and what to do with it when you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can make them look pretty like Chinaman and win a bunch of damn trophies.
Yeah. Cause they damn sure look good. Ain't nothing prettier than a black, well taken care of dog. They hard to beat in conformation for me. Especially when they be shining and shit.
Hell yeah.
You see every goddamn muscle on their asses.
Hey, I don't know who dog this is, but boy, he's a nice one.
That
Pup
one there,
gang.
my boy Wes.
Wes, you need to be finding old pup gang, old gang pup, old youngster, man. Somebody need to be breeding a youngster.
West of the Moors, but that's West, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I like this one right here. They ain't breeding much. Y'all need to find him.
See, that's that's one of the biggest things about when you have them. It already believe, you just got to get down to who actually has what.
You're right. Because that one right there, that's the one to be looking for.
My man, hear me say, whether they are better today than dogs of the past probably depends on if you want some today.
Right. That's right.
One damn thing for sure. You can't really, based on when we talk about the past, especially over here, we talk about the game dog pass. So the only time you find yourself talking about any goddamn thing, it has to be worthy of talking about.
You're right.
That's first and foremost.
Yeah.
Because pretty much, most of the dogs that we pulled up tonight, especially what was coming back across the border and back into the States, the names we didn't understand, them dogs were game dogs of yesterday. I mean, they still doing dogs, y'all. They shit looking like our shit looked at back then. We're not doing what they're doing, but they doing what we used to do. And if they can keep creating better dogs and when I say better dogs, I mean they're taking dogs which we call, when we look back in them pedigrees, that ain't no bullshit back there. You better believe and understand the pedigree. And when you see that title up there, regardless of what you think and how you think about it, the fact is they doing something. And they ain't no different than what we was doing when we was doing it back in that time. So at that point in time, them dogs was representing their wins. Now, when they sticking them ROMs behind them, then that's when you really want to go find out, well, where's this shit coming back? And we go back there and we see why. Because they took something that left here, went there, and I was back and still doing the same shit. You can't help but respect that. And my thing is, ain't nothing in it you can change once it's already done. You ain't got to believe it or whatever, and really be concerned about how it's bred. But anytime I see a ROM behind anything, that means somebody else has something to do with the success of that breeding program, and especially when it's in other people's hands. See, and that's the key to that ROM shit to me. It ain't all happening on just in one person's hands. That's what makes a bloodline successful to me. That's what makes it matter to me. That's what it looked like and how we felt back in the day when they was doing it. That's how we got to that top 5. Well, top 7, if you include our 2 bitches. That's what we've been talking about. Anytime that we can still go back, regardless of how it was done, and it still shows the fuck up, that means those dogs bred a certain way in the right people's hands, so this is going to be a result. Wouldn't give a fuck what time period you look. If they still doing it, then guess what? We should be able to go back and see why. And I think we've done a whole lot of that shit tonight, because we kept running into the same old shit. Am I right, Mo?
Yes, sir.
Now, I can't say it no better than that. Y'all can see it for yourself. You can rewind this shit and just slow-mo it and just see and look at what we was all looking at. These are pedigrees y'all sending in. I know how we started, but this is why we're having the conversation, because this is something that we already know. If you look at our pedigree shit, we got the same shit. We just started a little early. Mo always said, you better watch this shit. You better watch this shit. This shit, these damn. I remember 2 years ago you said, man, the Mexican Eli dogs is coming back through here, Mike. And I'm telling you, man, they're going to get real popular here in a minute. Based off of what you seen. You know what I'm saying? I know they was Mexican dog, but whatever you seen had you fucked up.
Well, I mean, look at the ship bitch. Remember the ship bitch? Remember we got the ship bitch, and then we got Kakaya.
Right. Well, that was the start of what you had already been speaking on 2 years ago anyway.
Yes, sir.
You know KP was going to be like all over that shit.
Okay.
But then that's
all this shit.
But that's that just to go to show you how the shit works. That's all. And that's the whole thing about, it's not for me, it's not about are the dogs getting better. I just think in the right people's hand, done the right way, you should get the same results that they was getting when they was doing it. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do what we're showing you.
Right.
Over the many years.
They doing trial and error over there a whole lot more than what we doing over here. And that's why we can talk about Mexico and we can't really talk about here. But we can talk about Mexico because Mexico is over there doing something that we can't do over here. And you know, not the way we can talk about them doing it. You know, we can put them on blast and they got to worry about shit because we ain't in Mexico. And evidently they allowed to do whatever the hell they doing because they doing a lot of it. And they sure as hell using a lot of our old dogs doing this shit too.
And bred this shit up to where they could do it.
Yes, sir.
Years of it.
Yep.
Big shout out to Super Fresh Kennels in the house. I see you, fam. Mo, your boys came through, and they always wait to the last minute. But Carlos Regis and Johnny Rocket threw up 2 pedigrees, and I know your boys and everything. So I'm trying to get out of here. So you want to run through them right quick and let's get out of here?
Yeah, it was J-Rock.
Yep, J-Rock and who else? Oh, Johnny. J-Rock and Carlos.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Carlos. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
311 665.
Okay, there go one, Tex-Mex. See, you got Tex-Mex, Mex-Tex. Which one? You see what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah.
Now, which one is this one?
This is Tex-Mex now. I don't know which one it is, but I know that's a Tex-Mex.
Right. I told you both of them was doing shit. Mex-Tex was a bad boy.
So
both of them was.
Both of them was. Yes, sir.
Yes.
See, I'm taking it Tex-Mex. He has some serious shit.
That's why when y'all say Bubba Mex, I'm like, okay. You got, which one is he?
Because we know this Tex-Mex, he had a whole lot of damn champions in the journal.
Well, both of them do.
Well, yeah.
You got Tex-Mex and Mex-Tex. in the journal. Both of them. I'm trying to find out which one is Bubba.
And they both basically damn near was using the same damn blood.
I mean, you can't really tell.
Right.
This shit right here is some nice shit here. Now this is some old shit, and I'm sure of this.
Yeah, because we went back in some of them pedigrees and ran across this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I got books in here with them both in there. Very active, very, very active. This is a nice cross right here. But it's definitely, I've seen the Zebo with the Toby in there. But this is definitely this bottom is definitely Stu Fowler here on the bottom. And I think you're going to find some of that on the top as well. See there? You know, Chaka, you're going to get that motherfucking stabber and a red double cross up in there. You know, see that double? That double, there you see it right there? Yes, sir. I keep telling you, anytime you see that in your pedigree, you're going to see some goodness. You're going to see some goodness. And you know, that's something I got to speak on tonight, because every time I said that and I pulled up that shit and I showed y'all Stabber, we were looking at a champion or a grand champion. I just want y'all to understand, know that, okay? Just want y'all to know that. We point these things out, you know, very, very important to point those things out. Evidently, that Eli stuff and that damn Stabber shit, that Carver shit with the Stabber, and even with the Red Devil is still old family red shit. Okay? That's the old family red that were matchdogs. But that Stu Fowler, that's the same shit that produced Joey. No, so ain't nobody sleeping on that Stu Fowler. Remember, we did a show with Mama. Stu Fowler is very relevant. Very relevant. And as you can tell, you know, in the years to come, Stu Fowler going to be showing up in these pedigrees looking like goddamn Stabberies. You're going to find them, that certain combination of dog in these pedigrees, which we saw a lot of tonight. We've seen a lot of Stu Fowler. We've seen our share of Stabber, not just in a Mayday or a Buck Dog, you know what I'm saying? We've seen several good breedings tonight. And a lot of them still 95, I would say 96% of them was the top 7 dogs on the ROM list. When it comes to the genetics.
Yeah, let's get that other pedigree in right quick, bro.
I got you. I'm ready.
Okay.
Hold on. One more thing. I want to see why y'all went.
Okay, hold on. Let me get you back to the thing here. Go ahead. Let me see why here ROM.
See, look at this Tex-Mex. You see all this shit that he producing? All this his shit. Now that bubble, you see what I'm saying? Oh, Zippo. Hey, stop it. Good question, huh?
Hey.
Another nice ass breed. Oh, Bimbo, he throwing some shit. But if you ask me, Bimbo, it took. I mean, look how he breeding this shit. It's double bred Mamba, right here. Her daughter produced a champion.
Let us see that bottom down there, Mo.
That is her bottom.
No, I mean the bottom, the pedigree. Yeah.
That was her bottom.
No, I'm saying we couldn't see the bottom of the pedigree.
Okay, Mamba, yeah. That was bred Mamba. Another cross here. Let's go see what he up to. And you already see where we headed with this one already. We got T-Bud in there right here. We're going to get that. That's T-Bill, but this, look at, let me just go over here right quick. This is what got me, this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
See how all that shit keep going back to Stu Fowler, man? Well, that was a good cross right there anyway.
No, I noticed you say a lot about Carver, because you just totally just bypassed the whole Boudreaux situation, don't you? Because they really Carver dogs,
right? Because they all go back to Carver. Same thing with Indian Bolio. He goes back to Carver. You know, you go to G, he goes back to Carver. You go back to Chinaman, you're gonna go back to Carver. Bolio gonna go back to Carver. Buck gonna go back to Carver. Patchy dogs go back to Carver. These Eli dogs go back to Carver. Carver and Tudor, two of the greatest right there. Everybody else that did it, you know, we if it don't be for them two, to give us something to work with, what would we have? The man could go in that drawer and pull out any damn pedigree he want and put it on any dog, and pedigree can be wrong as shit. But guess what? That dog gonna make that pedigree famous. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was his pedigree or not.
You know, that's one thing about Floyd. I never heard of Floyd fucking with papers.
Well, I mean, one thing about Floyd, we never knew. We hear bad things about all of them except for Floyd. You know, and you can't say Floyd wasn't a town guard because he was. You know what I mean? And one thing about Floyd, you can honestly say, Floyd would match his dog, and he didn't mind losing. And he sure as hell didn't mind breeding his losers.
All right, man. Let's get this last pedigree out of here so we can
start. And you know, this dog did have some T-Bud in it, as you can tell. You see it, right?
Oh yeah, we seen it.
You know, it's gonna be hard to get me to believe this shit here. I'm gonna tell you. But remember what we said, Mike. I always said it though, didn't I? Boy, you missing it when you ain't see Zebo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always gotta have it. Got to go have it. Got to have it.
Got to have that damn Zebo. Okay, that's why I can't put up an argument to that one. You know what I mean? Because that just makes even more of my point of fact. You know.
Got to have that Zebo.
Gotta have that damn Zebo.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir. Everything that we've seen with Zebo, regardless of where he pop up at, we see good things in them dogs. Our yard had it. Pretty Mama has Zebo in it. Red H. Bratton has Zebo in them.
Mikey. All of them.
Mikey has Ebo in him.
Psycho.
Psycho. All of them.
All of them.
I'm ready.
Okay. 626 470. This is J Rock.
Okay, look at this pretty chocolate motherfucker. Huh? Grand champion. 6-time winner. 2-time loser. Let's see what he got going here. If anybody can speak Spanish, I would guess y'all would tell me which one he lost. He must have lost 2 grand. Well, let me see. Anybody know how to speak Spanish? I see 6 of them in there. I don't see. Does any of them tell us which ones he lost? You got a nice condones breed here. We already know the bottom. Let's just play with this top right quick. Look at this black boy here. Now we just got done looking at this Yinzi shit. You know what I mean? This must be going to be the same pedigree. To me, I think we headed that way. I see all you know what I'm saying, money.
Mm-hmm.
It look like I'm heading that way. Chara. We gotta go back. I mean, here go. Yeah, there we go. They go Bujo T-Bell. Yeah, we started messing around. We done bumped into the T-Bud. They go to Stu Fowler. We got Stu Fowler, T-Bud up in this one.
You already know. We do this. Go all the way back from where we started and do it. Do the top. On either way, we're gonna damn near see the same thing.
We're gonna see the same thing because they definitely doing it. They definitely doing it. I did that down here, and we can do the same thing up here. We already had the same way. Type breed. And when you do that, when you look at it like it's going, you know what I'm saying? It might be late for a lot of y'all, but if y'all literally paying attention to this shit, we've been looking at the same shit all night.
Stacking that shit too.
I mean, I said this is the only lines of dogs that you can stack over and over and over and over and still get good dogs. Okay, I see some R gang in here. We might be up on some United States shit here in a minute, y'all. There we go. Yeah, we didn't made it to the States. We back in the country. There you go. That's gonna be Heavy Rascal and Heavy Boomerang. Our gang. Still gonna be covered. That's top and bottom. Gonna be top and bottom. Heavy Rascal. Man, this is Dusty in the pedigree, like Mike. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I said, top and bottom. Heavy Rascal. Nice pedigree here. And that was the Alfonso shit.
Kyle said, Stu Fowler through morphine will throw blue dogs too. They all seem to be killers too. Bellon has them up to this day.
Yeah, I know. You know what? He is dead ass right, because I was checking into the Bloodline Club shit, right? And they was having blue pits. How the hell did they get blue game pits? Now, what line is doing that? That morphing shit? That's right. I was going through some, and I seen some.
Yeah, I seen a blue grand champion from the Bellons.
Yeah.
I said that's Stu Fowler.
Oh Lord. Wow. But if you notice, y'all, what did we see tonight? We seen
Same shit.
a lot of the same shit. That's why Jeep is sitting up there at number one.
In different people's hands too, though, Mo.
Yeah, different people's hands, different dog, different names, different countries. I mean, give me the shit that's why I say all it does is solidify my packs of reasoning. Why I fucks with the top 5 dogs, literally the top 7. But the top 7 made history, and as you can see, as history is constantly being made, it might not be taking down them top 7 dogs, but one damn thing for damn sure, it's still making history. While you're playing, you know.
Hey, there's nothing else to be said. I think that's all of them, Mo.
Yeah, that's good, man. I appreciate everybody for sending this shit. And I don't understand. If you can't learn how to breed with the shit that we showing y'all, cause I mean, I'm pointing out shit where my shit's like a class. I ain't just putting up pedigrees and reading right along with your asses. I know I ain't doing it. I'm trying to point out educational things and hoping y'all taking notes and knowing how to go back and rewind and really study the formula. Because there's no way in the hell y'all gonna tell me there ain't no formula to all this shit that we've been seeing tonight.
In other people's hands, though. That's what
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That means it works.
I enjoy showing y'all.
With y'all help. With y'all's help.
Yes, sir.
Definitely with their help. Because without you guys, we would have never been able to get this. You know, we was headed in that direction, but Mo was dependent on you guys to come through, and you guys came through. Big shout out to all my people out there in the Shark Tank. Big shout out to all my Bulldog family.
That's how y'all do it, though. I ask for their help because I know y'all out there. And y'all the one making it a good show because I'm enjoying this shit.
Because it helps.
Y'all doing it with worthy dogs too.
Because it's helping you prove your point. It's helping you prove your point. That's why you're smiling, smelling yourself.
I'm smelling myself. Yes, I am. And they helping me. All they doing is giving me receipts. And I appreciate it because I can call on them and I get it too. And that's what make it worth me doing this shit because I enjoy looking at this shit and it's teaching me.
What? You're on the right track? Always have been?
Definitely. They got a chance to see what we sitting back in the bullpen with.
What you saying, Mo? We ain't behind the 8 ball.
For sure ain't. We in play though. You know, just making the right breedings, man. That's what it's all about. You know, at least making history. You can't change history, but you can sure become part of history. Some of these guys out there, man, I mean, I'm surprised. Because we just got done talking about those Cadenas dogs and shit, we can't get off of them motherfuckers. We can't even get off of time. So what that tell you about? What that tell you about today's game? We dealing with a whole bunch of different other shit, but you're still dealing with them top 5 dogs. And I mean, when you start talking about all the top 7, you
Hey,
still they there.
you know, it trips me out, man. Is the first of all, the Mau Mau and Triple M. They have been true advocates of that breeding program for damn near 30 something plus, if not 40 years, man.
But remember, Mama was the first one to start screaming Stu Fowler.
Right.
Remember, I talked about Stu Fowler when it came to Joey, but shit, Mama broke it all the way down.
That's 30 plus years of them great dogs, man. And ain't none of it, and we didn't run across none of totally different than what they showed us, but we kept running into the same dog. So that just tell you, regardless of whose hands in the right hands, the shit works.
Definitely.
That's the point right there. In the right hands, with the right shit, it works. Just so happens it's all the same shit, fellas. It's just a matter of who has it and who knows what to do with it.
Who got the lottery ticket? Because it's still all the gamble.
But again, can't everybody do what I'm seeing her doing? I'm telling you, based on what I've seen, and I've been around these motherfuckers just as long as you have. If it ain't working, then we don't give a fuck. Right? That's all we looked at tonight was working dogs.
That's what mattered. Yes, sir.
To me, that right there is what mattered. We over in Mexico where they still using working dogs and still getting the same response. All the way back to where we got to go way back to find out, oh, them the same dogs. Look how they stacking this shit. Just keep stacking it. Remember, we seen all kinds of ways they were stacking this shit. And that's years of doing that shit. So hopefully y'all learned something tonight. Because I sure the hell did. There's just more than Tom out here doing what everybody else been doing for years. We sit here, we give you we try to give y'all our input using history. Now, a lot of you might have your own opinion. A lot of y'all might already have the same shit and understood this shit. But the fact of the matter is, when it comes to what you do in your yard, you are no different than any one of these people that we talk about. The thing is, can you rise to that level? And for some of y'all, it might be on the treadmill. Some of y'all might be confirmation. These dogs are built to do anything you want them to do. Anything. And does the bloodline matter? All depends on what you're doing. Which takes it back to the person. Remember, it's the person who makes the choice. It's the person. All you are with a good dog, all you are is a co-star. Remember that. You're nothing but a co-star. And you wouldn't even be that if you didn't have a star. And maybe that's what that's what matters, you know? Anybody can have a pit bull, but everybody can't have a special one. And they still do exist. That's where I'm at with that. Hey, man, y'all need to do me a favor before we get up out of here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. I want to give a big shout out again to all my people out there on the back street. If you haven't subscribed already and you see this show, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But this is for my people out there in the Shark Tank, my real bulldoggers. The Shark Tank. Come on, man. Tonight is for you guys because you guys are what made this y'all made the show. And I really appreciate that. And for once, I'm trying to give something back to y'all. Y'all just need y'all fingers. Give your damn self some goddamn thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Don't forget your damn muscles, muscles, muscles. Now, look, all y'all who participated, who showed up to show out, do yourself. I mean, if you can't do shit, do yourself some love and give your damn self some damn roses. Roses. Y'all need damn roses. That's what I'm talking about. Make it happen, Captain. Y'all made this a show that if anybody was to sit here and watch it and just be intrigued from where we started at, because we got on the bus and we did take us a trip. You know, for a minute I didn't think we was gonna get there, but Mo definitely took us there. We took that long ride over there to Mexico. And let me explain something to you. That is something to watch out for. Now, we all got our different way of doing things and how to do it. Oh, all that's fine and dandy, all that back and forth. But remember, there's a point in time when you got to stop talking and start doing. Because in the long run, it's the doing that really matters. You don't have to say shit. History will take care of the rest, because that's what we're dealing with. We just dealing with the history of the American Pit Bull Terrier. One day, one of y'all names might wind up in that shit. We like to dive in there and go back and show you the shit that we was playing with, because we was trying to be in the mix of what was working. And maybe that's why we can always do that over the past 30 years, because we try to stay in tune with into what's really working. No need to run away from shit that's working. Why in the hell would you try to run away from something that's working? And I'm going to give a big shout out to you, Mo, because you ain't going to never get up off your damn stabber, your Klaus, Carver, Kobe, and Tudor. Is that how you put? Is that the order? I mean, I ain't having a certain order, but did I get them all? Mo.
Yeah. I'm right here, bro.
I said, did I get them all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because you're never going to get up off of them, and you're going to always stay on the top 5. So one damn thing about you, you stay consistent. One thing about KP, y'all stay consistent. So, hey, big shout out to MB4 Fire. I see you, fam. Small times. I see you, fam. Appreciate the love, fam. Look, man. Make your own history. Because you got a future ahead of you. You know, we had a future one time that became our history. And and I feel honored just to be able to go back and share that, at least that much with you. But it's so much more that you get a chance to see based on what you see. And I think that's what matters, because you're not just looking at one person. You're looking at a group of people who just so happen to be doing the same thing. And yeah, I am truly amazed about those Eli dogs, because, fellas, we have said this ever since we've been doing this show. That Eli shit is the only shit that we have ever seen that you could just stack, and stack. But sometimes it gets to a point that you got to have an outcross. And every once in a while, based on all them pedigrees we seen tonight, we seen a lot of outs. But if you really pay attention to it, a lot of that shit's line bred, if you just listen to how Mo put it, because it's always going to go back to Carver. So that's where I be standing at on that, man. It's just a lesson to be learned. Don't have to understand it. But I guarantee you, if you're trying to apply it to what you're doing, it might work. Can't go back and dig up Jeep. Can't go back and dig up Zebo. But one damn thing for sure you can do, you can look at these pedigrees and show it don't matter. Because if you stay with the program, you can still have the same thing. They just happen to be back there. So until Friday, man, look, don't forget, anybody got any comments or just have any questions, go on hard kennels, go on hard reloaded at gmail.com, or just leave a comment on the video. We'd be glad to address it. We'll hook up and we'll talk about it. Don't forget Mo with the Cash App down there at the bottom. Cash App, go on hard reloaded. Hey, it's not a matter of what you give, it's the fact that you give, because regardless of what you give, it's always going to be appreciated. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Appreciate y'all for showing up to love. And one thing I can say about this whole conversation, we talk about things that people do in Mexico because I guess it's legal over there. They got international and everything, and got to respect them for what they do. And to be able to use, and we can go back and see where these dogs come from and, that just solidifies that point. Working dogs, they're all over the world, but you don't get them unless you always know you got to always, and I mean always, that's first and foremost, be able to scratch to win. Because again, these dogs ain't meant for everybody. So till Friday, this is what I'm gonna do tonight. Do it like this. Hold on. I'm gonna talk about the history of the game. Mo was just talk about his top 5. Let's roll with this top 5.
It's Mo and Mike in the house.
Going hard with the legends.
Yeah!
Yo. Twins Mo and Mike, we running this game. Legends in the making, never gonna be the same. Kennels popping hard, these game dogs raised right. The brat, pretty mama, they shining so bright. LaMayday, what a day, they breathe the heat. Red Ruby L-Rod, they can't accept defeat. With 38 special and yellow bird, we top tier. Champions, grand champions, ain't no fear.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching awesome, baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
KPTO, the modern Earl Tudor. Got in the pack, making moves like a tutor. APT, family thick, like legends in the game. Legend of them, Triple M. Shout out the name, Deep South, Roadblock. We upholding tradition. Mama, Southern Kennels, we got that ambition. Hardcore hitters, Stone City brings the fire. The Abrahams, the fam lifting us higher.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching awesome, baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Listen up, respect the hustle, respect the grind. Ben, Nate Dogg, putting in work intertwined. Keeping that legendary status alive, you feel? Don't hate on the ride, catch the bus, we keep it real. What's history without a future? We pay the way, Captain. We make it happen, that's the play.
So here's to the champions, run the race, stand tall. Twins Mo and Mike, we gon' answer the call. Legends in the game, yeah, we holding it down. In the world of game dogs, we wearing the crown.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching awesome, maybe we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Shout out to Ohio Cash, the man with the plan, Rastaman Boom, Schoolboy, aka the. There's levels to this game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Rob.
shit. Bet I know my head, but I don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Most wanted kennels in the spotlight, danger alert come with the name. Super kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, just that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same ground, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Legend of doom behind set tone. Loctite, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal game bill, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down Ram in the dark. DSK and metal, high dog, pound by hard. When they hit, praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, Bill Buster, real strong, Southern Bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like the Sherman tank. Little fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they built it brick by brick.
Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it, don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends. Everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit.